Hey, kindness starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real with that chill to give you a thrill that is beauty filled with looks that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot Show. Tarot Show. You better act like you know. What up, y'all? Gemini. Okay, y'all thought I was gonna not do y'all, huh? Okay. Gemini just didn't want me to do Gemini, okay? Pisces was like that too. Gemini was just like, you don't need to do it, okay? But God has to tell you something. God has to tell you something. God has have to tell you something. I said, God has got to tell you something. So, like, what if I'm mad at like how well you address it or don't? Okay. And I was battling with putting this together, or you know, interpreting this, yeah, because all I say comes from God, okay? Whoever you think God is, it's coming from God, all right? It's coming from that God right there, all right? Look no further, okay? You better believe, all right? You got to believe. But yeah, so, and I'm doing this in the middle of the night, okay? It's 3 a.m. where I am, but it's somewhere else. It's 6 a.m. So it's not too much, it's not too much. So it's divinely guided and timed and all that good stuff. Okay. So that meant something. Oh, thank you for the first like bonus lesson to you. Cause I haven't been here in a while. And I got a first like before 2 minutes. I mean before 3 minutes. Okay. Hey, I like that. I like that. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, may God bless you. Bonus sleep. Bonus. Okay. Okay. Ow. We tripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. It was tripping in finesse. You know. Got me tripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Got me tripping in finesse. You know. Gemini, y'all got a friend that is an air sign, or you like gravitate towards air signs? If not, you should, okay? Because okay, like I said, it was hard for me to interpret this message because I was battling between um saying exactly what I want to say when I'm addressing this situation about God, like paying attention to how you address things, because in different aspects is different, in different ways it means something, is very important and stuff like that. And that was Bruno Mars. So that was Libra. And I say another air sign because first card I got out was talk to the moon, communicate, which is Gemini energy for sure. Okay. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the closest to the sun. All right. And then we had bring love into the situation in reverse, Aquarius. Okay. And this was after, I already got the downloads and stuff like that. I've been sitting on this for days now, but actually I had to do Pisces, and then when I did Pisces, I also had Gemini's message. Pisces and Gemini were the only two messages that had the topic before the message actually came out. All the other signs, they we got the information, then we deciphered, basically, or at least I did decipher what God could be saying to you, or God wants you to know, in order to click on that video, or take priority to watch that video or get that information. you know yeah, so if y'all was wondering, this is the last sign, or if you don't know, now you know, okay? This is the last sign, Gemini, okay? Gemini and me, I got split personalities, got thinking in the part of me, I'm a provider G, feels paid by the first you see, I keep it popping with the currency, you say you never leave, and you're trying to turn your back on me. I understand you got no trust in me, and I'll change for you. If you promise that you stay with me, Please accept my apology. Gemini, Gemini and me. Gemini and me. Don't leave. Gemini, Gemini and me. Gemini and me. Don't leave. Donnell John, who's is also a Gemini, and it's called My Apology. Okay, so somebody could be wanting to apologize, or the fact that you always apologize, Gemini. God is bringing that up. But yeah, so um yeah, if you don't know, now you know. Taurus energy, a Taurus man could be significant. Has Biggie Smalls, okay. You know very well who you are. Come on, Gemini's like the music. Okay, you communicate through that way. Okay, left eye is also a Gemini who could also be one of your angels. Okay, but yeah, so or you could have that personality. So the reason why I pointed out that you should, if you don't already always gravitate towards air signs, you should, and it makes sense because it's seeming like, based on even the energy I got from the message, the download, that you need people who are like-minded, and being a part of the same sign, same element, you understand a little bit more about what each other may be facing, or people need to find it in their heart to understand you a bit more. So God could be mad at how understanding you are, how you give that understanding willingly, and people aren't willing to give it back to you. You're met with doubt or something like that. And if you don't address things, like you become this, person who feels like they owe someone when they don't. And so God could be wondering, like, if you're stuck or if you're confused, because Gemini, I think, if it's not true, Gemini rules the Two of Swords card, okay, which could represent, schizophrenia, but it also could represent mastery, okay. And I battled a lot with the topics, or being able to interpret the download, or to you know fully define Gemini's message. And they're the ruler of communication. So how is Gemini, or they're ruled by communication, or they're surrounded by communication? The like minds are communication. Why are they having such a hard time? Because this time, nothing that you do naturally is supposed to dead the situation. It's supposed to make you exert anger, or a certain emotion, let's just say, but especially anger, because I feel like a lot of people, especially Geminis with Gemini's placement, but especially Gemini Sun, they are people who address the situation before they could see the problem, or they see the problem and they see the results of the problem and they fix it, and then don't hold people accountable. I get, they don't hold people accountable because they're like, oh, I can do it. And funny enough, I think is I was gonna say funnily but funny enough that Virgo and Gemini rule Mercury, or they're surrounded by Mercury energy, so Gemini, being in who Gemini needs to be, they're understanding too much, right? And then they're spilling over to being a Virgo. So they address these issues, and it's giving a problem to God. Isn't this what God created a Gemini for, possibly? And a shout out to y'all people that have been coming in here. I've been seeing y'all, and I gotta say that because they mess with my numbers and they say I'm talking to myself. But I want to get this out because it was hard to communicate, and I think Mercury is in retrograde right now. If it's not, it would make sense even if it wasn't, And then God is saying, like, or you don't address it, you let it go by the wayside. So a lot of these Geminis are in the energy where, like they're used to addressing the issue, or once the issue happens or before the issue happens, and then not, saying like, okay, what was all that about? All right. I'm going to cover you right now, but I need to correct you in private. So this could also be about a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic as well, correcting people in public and private. So I was saying earlier that it would be a good idea for Geminis to surround themselves around air signs if they don't already, because they understand where you're coming from. And I feel like right now, especially in like 2025, as I'm recording this, anytime this year, before or after, while I'm recording this right now, it's like somebody said something bad to you. Thank you for the second like, and may God bless you bonusly too. I gotta be, I was about to say before 10 minutes, but it's at 10 minutes, okay? Almost 11. But yeah, see, this is the door. Portals opening. And we just passed the 11 and 11 portals. And that was another thing, like that helped me. I mean, well, that made me battle a lot of this stuff, or it made Gemini's energy battle with the stuff, because all these doors are opening and people are trying to find places to be. But anyway, um, so Gemini could be going through something very soon, or have gone through something very recently, around this time, where someone said something really bad to you, and it relates to self-deletion, self-termination. And I feel like, if it doesn't apply to this year, especially in the future, this has already happened to you, but particularly this year, where it's at the forefront and God is bringing it to you at the forefront and saying like, I don't like this, because somebody will say something that bad to you where, you know, they will say, okay, I wish you, do this, or they probably won't say it to your face. They wish you were gone. And your anger, sometimes because you want to do everything right, you're spilling over to that Virgo thing, and you're addressing the solution. You're like, maybe you start agreeing with them, right? Start agreeing with them, and maybe you were already battling those thoughts, and that probably encouraged them to even say that to you. I mean, not encourage them in the right way, badly. And I know about that situation. But even if that wasn't the case, God is saying, if someone says something like that to you, okay, you could choose this. You could choose to agree with them, but you could also choose to disagree with them, and pay attention to how this thing they said is impacting you. And whatever emotions come from that, channel them against that person, because your willingness or unwillingness to address certain things is making me upset. And it gets us nowhere. It gets me to not be able to steer you, whether I'm going to bring you back up or not, because I'm not really sure what side you're on to a sword's energy. But I'm not being mad at you. I'm being mad at them, because they got away with stuff like this for too long for it to get to you, and me to pay attention to it, and pay attention to how you address or not address this. And that's scary, because it's coming to your life. And God created that precious life. God wants it to survive. Thank you for the third and the fourth light. And may God bless you just for that. Less than 15 minutes. Gotta say that, okay? But yeah, so yeah, small victories around here. But yeah, so God God is like, like, take that anger. Because when someone said this to me, and I had never really opened up to anyone about, how I felt when it came to this type of thing. She was the first one that I kind of like felt comfortable open up to her about this. And then when we get into an altercation, and she tells me to go delete myself. And I was so proud. Oh, I was so proud of myself. And not because, I didn't react in a way where, like I still caused chaos. But I was so proud of myself and how far I brought myself up until that moment and what has happened and transpired in my life. Because when she said that, I had a son. I had a son. And I have never thought of doing that when she said that. Never. But before, when I've expressed or shared certain things and opened up with words that will make people lead to ultimate conclusion, tired, lonely, all those type of things. Like, can I be that at that moment in time without you thinking going way down the road? So she says this to me, and I'm like, I don't think about that type of stuff. And that's why I was so proud. I was like, I don't even think about that type of stuff, but I was courageous enough. I was, keen enough, sharp enough to come back with that, to hit them back with that. Then to just not say nothing, walk away and think it, or ultimately think it after I already probably agree with them, because I'm like, oh, I have been feeling that type of way in the past or something like that. And thank you for the 5th like. If you're still here, you're probably not, but thank you. May God bless you for that too. Yeah. So to apply that to what God could be saying, a lot of us don't. Like, we agree, we end up agreeing with them. We'll probably just, separate, cut cords, sever ties with them, and don't hold them accountable, or don't even bring it up again. But just have it in your mind, probably carrying resentment or not. Maybe you're subconsciously carrying resentment, and you see how that can mess things up. And then when someone shouts that at you, or made you feel a certain type of way, like you don't feel any like you don't belong here, or nobody will care and stuff like that, it's like, it should offend you. It should offend you, but not in a normal way that they're hoping that their insult or phrase is gonna do. Like, okay, you think so little of me, but how about you? How about you, for you to even be able to throw those type of words at me? Shows me I have something here to address. And that's what God sees. And most of the time we address it without knowing it. And that's why I was so proud of myself in that moment. Normally I could look back on it and be like, wow, I did that, because it's hard to, get me to be convinced that I'm doing well. Sometimes when I even pull out these messages, I'm hoping, like, it's coherent enough for you guys. Like, I know what I'm thinking and saying, think I'm hearing and stuff like that, but I don't know if I'm delivering it in a coherent way, especially as I would want to. If I had to plan it and stuff like that, if I had to plan and write this down, like, it would take me much more longer, but so I would hope. And so God is like, man, I'm mad at that, like, I'm mad at that. So for you to be around people, because these other air signs, Aquarius and Libra, could possibly have gone through these same type of situations. Okay. And then what it's telling me, Gemini. So when Gemini is spilling over to Virgo, Virgo is getting a singe of what Gemini is. Gemini could be cutthroat and cold, but sweet at the same time. Sweetness. You're like attached at the hip with sweetness because you're close to the sun. Sun is representing joy, like, if you want to be that technical. But like, just even thinking about, who Geminis could be. Most of the time Gemini is attached to negative connotation with the split personality and stuff like that. But even if you embrace the energy of what a split personality could give you, be empowered by what a split personality can give you. Like, oh yeah, I can switch from this to this, but it's up to you to not let them um put that negative connotation on there and make it stick. Okay, it needs to be a fucking sticker that ain't gonna adhere to shit because it got too much lint, too much fucked up shit on it. All right, and I even look at it as, even bilingual people, like bilingual, it could be some bilingual people up in this energy right now, or, whenever you're watching this, as this is timeless for you, Gemini. But yeah, like, being bilingual, being, a Black person who has to assimilate to certain cultures, depending on where they work, where they spend most of their lifestyle or time and stuff like that, they got to assimilate, like, we could take that in a bad way, but we could also look at that as an empowering thing. Like, oh, I could switch from this to this when necessary. Because the things that people are looking down on for you, it's probably going to help save your life. So you being street smart, or so say if you're Black and you work in a corporate America job. I had a similar experience too, but like, I'm gonna just, keep it general, and not get it so personal, because I really don't like talking about myself as well, and inserting my energy into it. Projecting, but I do believe in God using me as a testimony of God's glory, of, showing what a masterpiece God can create, despite all the difficulties I've had to face. So I don't mind sometimes saying certain things, especially when it comes to people having intrusive thoughts, self-deletion thoughts, and stuff like that. Because a lot of us have battled with it, and we need to, like, in order for people's insensitivity to not affect us, impact us badly, and stuff like that, we need to encourage ourselves that our flaws are our powers, our things. But like, it adds to us. It makes the masterpiece look better. Okay, it adds flavor. All right. But yeah, so even like looking at Black people who have a corporate America job, or a job in corporate America, where you live in a hood, or you grew up in a hood, but you live in a hood probably too, at this time, and you still got this corporate America job. How you act when you're at home is totally different, and that's fine. Okay, that is fine. But most people will make it seem like you have to neglect your hood mentality. But your hood mentality is giving you street smarts. Because a person, what if you were walking down the street with your friend in a hood that wasn't either one of yours? And your corporate America friend, who may be white, let's just make it easy. Thank you for the 6 like, and may God bless you just for that. He may be white. I'm getting a boy, so, they may be white. And they've only experienced corporate America world, or things that, corporate America requests and ask of them, and they never experienced this. But because even though this is not your hood, you've navigated the lifestyle of a hood. So now you're able to address these people if they were approached you, because sometimes you'll be walking down the street. You could be walking down the street with your friend in a hood that's neither one of yours, and people would approach you because they've never seen you before. You look like you out of place, or not. Okay, you just look like a hot commodity. You look like you got a glow around you. So you standing out. So they're gonna want to come and address you anyway. So you could choose to go up and clam up in your shell, or choose to exert your power. And now that thing that people have been looking down upon and wanted you to neglect, it has saved your life. Thank you for the 6 like, and may God bless you just for that. I don't know if I said it, but yeah. So, and then vice versa, the fact that you could switch, the switch amongst that's a power within itself. Like, some people, you would know that they're trying to be this. They're trying to be assimilated to this corporate America culture, But if you could do it flawlessly, effortlessly, because you know enough about both sides, you want. But a lot of people who are able to do that, have been able to do that, they focus so much on what people said badly about the bad side, or what they would consider the bad side, or frowned upon side, let's just say. And then they went to their graves with this beautiful ass ability because they only focused on what other people focused on. So now you should be offended that they try to steer you off your path. They try to convince you were not powerful. That's what God is saying. That's where that anger, those emotions should go. Or if you want to do something in spite of people, that's why those emotions are there. Or it should be there. And you shouldn't mind making them feel at home. All right. And anybody who has a problem with it could go. Get the step in. Okay. Someone's name could be Martin. Okay. Or Lawrence. Get the step in. But yeah, we got communicate, talk to the moon. Talking to the moon. Trying to get to you. And he's a Libra. That's the second song that came out by him. Bruno Mars. Finesse with Cardi B, who's also a Libra. See, they need people. Somebody needs to be around a Libra, or a Libra could want to collaborate with another Libra, or a Libra could want to collaborate with a Gemini, and see what that is, what it do. Okay, I'm gonna make it do what it do, babies. Jamie Foxx. Okay. DJ want to play this girl a love song, and she's really wanna hear this freaking love song. But yeah, that's two different songs. DJ play a love song and do what it do. I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Ray Charles could be one of your angels. I think he sound like Ray Charles when he say that, or do Ray Charles say that? I can't remember. I got a woman way over town who's good to me. I got a woman way over town who's good to me. Oh yeah, she give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a kind of friend indeed. I got a woman way over town. She's good to me. All right. Ray Charles, okay. Also, Kanye West, who is a Gemini, has a song with Jamie Foxx again, called "Gold Digger." I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't mess with no broke. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl. Go ahead, get down. Yeah, get down, girl. Go ahead, get down. Get down, girl. Go ahead, get down. Get down, girl. Go ahead. She give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling. Oh, she take my money. That's what he said. I'm like, what? How does that make sense? She take my money. Okay, see, somebody trying to take something from you. Okay, see, you should be offended. Okay, they're trying to steal from you. Thieves, all right. Okay, so and then we had bring love into the situation in reverse, and I don't know where it went. All right. Aquarius energy, but we also have enchanted in a reverse, and it was another card. I know it. Oh, it was this one. Yin. And I saw this one before this one. Okay. So we have enchanted in reverse, and then we have process your feelings in reverse. And this is what I was talking about earlier about, like y'all letting people get away with shit, or, like you're addressing the issue. You're spilling so much into a Virgo, like that Virgo energy where it's like, okay, if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. Or I know if I do it, it's gonna get done right. It's nothing wrong with that, right? But after a while, it's like, you got to start allowing people to exert their power, or you got to allow people to accept responsibility for things that they known they should have done. Okay. And then if you were not able to complete that, they should be able to complete it, and they should know that, but a lot of the times, because the problem has been fixed, you believe that there is no need to address anything else. So God is mad at that. It's like you got to hold people accountable. Like, yeah, you'll put out the fire, you'll run over there and put out the fire, and then after that, you're like, okay, what was that about? Like knowing what happened, they did it or whatever, but he's like, what is that about? Like, what you could have done? How you could have messed up God's mission? Or God is saying like that to you. It's like, you need to tell them, how you could have messed up God's mission. All right. But when you start sounding like that, people get offended and stuff like that. But it's up to you to take that offense and run with it, or tell them, or take that offense and fucking wipe their ass for them, or stuff it up their ass for them. All right. We ain't gonna wipe your ass. You wipe your ass. Wipe your own ass. But anyway, but yeah, so, we gotta start channeling that energy. So if you are a Gemini that proudly, reps having split personalities, and partially is because people have told you that, probably told you like you got a split personality because you're a Gemini, or oh you're a Gemini, or that's why you got a split personality. A lot of you guys could have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and stuff like that, because that's what it looks like. But imagine if you could be that who someone thinks is wrong with you and be powerful because of it. And God wants you to do that. So since you addressing it so well, I love that. All right. I love that for you. I love that for me. Okay. But I want you to take it up a notch. Okay. Because a lot of these people are going to naturally start falling down once you start taking up, you know, it's going to be like a rocket ship, that how the fucking fire comes out at the bottom. When you start taking off, okay, take off could be one of your angels. When you start taking off at the, up to the sky, it's going to fall down. Sagittarius, Gemini energy, and they're opposing signs. So an enemy could be significant as well. Gonna get burned by your rocket ship, the fire from your rocket. I did a reading not too long ago, like a month or so ago. It said, that said, damn. Oh yeah, they're creating a fire that's gonna create their own ashes or something like that. Okay. And then it was about, a parent or a child being taken from these parents, okay, these particular parents. Some of you Geminis could be parents. And I feel like, since Gemini rules the twins, a lot of you guys could be twins. And in these twin relationships you had, like I did a reading about that not too long ago too, about the girls being twins. So you could especially be a feminine. You don't have to be a divine feminine. You could be like a divine masculine, but you're just a female. But yeah, so they said that these girls be twins, and they think, making people disappear, making the other one disappear is gonna delete some evidence or something like that. So that reading could be interesting for you guys to check out, especially if you're resonating with a lot of stuff that's being said here. It probably even make more sense now, because shit, I kind of want to watch it now. But yeah. um, yeah, so but what I was picking up in these twin dynamics, I'm getting like the other, especially the sisters, like the sisters, like would try to take each other kids, but I feel like one sister, it's always just one sister trying to take the other sister's kid. And most of the time that sister be infertile or something like that, or something wrong with their fertility or something like that. And I'm also picking up that someone is like surgically a sister or something like that, or it's weird. I don't know, but maybe their twin is, they were born a boy and now they want to be a girl, or vice versa. I don't know, but something like that is coming out here too. But in these dynamics, a lot of them, take the sibling. So auntie could have been involved, a sister could have been involved in a certain situation with a child. Okay. Also, yeah, like your angels are very significant. Someone heavily, like maybe you got along with them because they were another earth sign as well. um they thought you stuck out or something like that. Yeah, so then we have, I'm also getting that show Originals, like to go back to the sibling thing. On this show Originals, there were two sisters, and one sister had a problem with fertility, and I literally just started thinking about that show after I looked at Enchanted again. Okay, and I started thinking about wolves. Okay, the wolf howling, the transitions, or the full moon, or moon magic rituals and stuff like that. But now that we're thinking about it, yeah, in that show there were two sisters. They weren't twins though, but they were two sisters, and the oldest sister had problems with fertility, didn't have children of her own at all, or couldn't, I don't know, but she was a witch. And the younger sister wanted children, but she was having a hard time because maybe it was God at play, God's force. And that could also be another thing where someone's looking at like a delay as proof of why they are a certain way, or like to blame themselves. The delay is their fault or something like that. But like she was having problems, and then the sister was like, okay, I'll do the spell on you, but if I do the spell on you and it works, I'm entitled to the firstborn of every generation after this, you know and I was talking about this with this year too, like the time, like after, if it didn't happen before, it's gonna happen right now, like, so you can take this as information to prepare you, to equip you, arm you, and stuff like that. A lot of protection energy is here. That swords energy is like really present here. Someone could be a person who had problems with like sharp objects. I'm getting self-harm. Thank you for the 7 like, and may God bless you just for that. Sorry, trigger warning. But yeah, so they something like that could be significant. But yeah, so she did this, but if you really think about it, especially how I think that the younger sister couldn't have children, and I think that she couldn't have children because God didn't want her to have children at that moment in time. And they were kind of young too and stuff like that. But, like, and then so now she performed this spell, right? And then I don't know if she said if the ritual works, but I think she just said if she has a baby. But even if that was there or not there, that also makes a difference, or it's important. It's important to look at. It's neither good or bad as well. It has some relevance because, like, if she didn't say, okay, so if she didn't say if the spell worked, okay, she just said, I want your firstborn of every generation after this. But she didn't say if, under the conditions of if the spell worked. Because in reality, if I'm thinking when I'm thinking about God, like, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. It's like, that's an important part, because just because she got pregnant doesn't mean that the spell worked if God was involved. But because she got pregnant after the spell was performed, she is trying to take credit for all of it. Either way it go, she's going to be able to take credit. She's going to be able to collect as well. And she the little sister who had the child, she didn't really think the mother was gonna, I mean the sister was gonna be serious. Like, she thought she was just saying this and agreeing to this, and she was gonna probably change her mind when she saw the baby here or something like that. Nah, she wanted to collect, and she tried to collect from the second generation, their kid, their firstborn, which is what the series is surrounded around, bringing this child into this world who possesses all this magic, all these powers, protecting them, but also being able to develop them so that they can um, help people with their powers, use their powers, and, being powered by their powers. That's so beautiful. I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, so um, and then we got yin moon, which is divine feminine energy in reverse, accept help. Like, so it's like God is like, all right, you trust yourself so much, all right, but use that a little bit more for me. Give me a little bit more of that power of you trusting yourself so much, because you know all the answers, so you don't need help from people, because the when you open the door to these help from people, or at least if you're going to get the help from people, you should be spearheading the campaign that help is being supplied to. How about that? All right. So even if you're not going to execute the idea, you needed to be the one that came up with the idea and help people um, design the way to orchestrate and help people perform and execute this task. Delegation could be significant as well. Someone is like saying, like maybe you're relying on delegation a little too much or too little. Okay. That Virgo spilling over. And like I was saying earlier, it's like, okay, so because Gemini spilling over to Virgo could do the same thing and spill over to Gemini. Gemini could do the same thing, spill over to Virgo, because Virgo is spilling over into Gemini. So Virgo is going to feel the spill. An oil spill could be significant, oil slip, or a spill of liquid could be significant. Synchronicity. But yeah, because I'm getting like a puddle, and then like one side is, it's not perfect like how it's divided, but one side is Gemini and one side is Virgo, and then it's almost looking like the yin and the yang shape, but it's more so square like, or like flat like rectangular, but more so, but it's not no sharp corners, but it just looks like that. It's not a circle like the yin and yang sign is. So because of that, it's like, even though the yin and yang sign is, it's separate, like the yin is the yin and then the yang is the yang, but them together creates the yin and the yang sign. So you won't see the whole shape if it wasn't for them being together. And so what I'm seeing here for Virgo and Gemini is like, okay, you get some of mine and I get some of yours, so we can use it constructively. Okay. So a Gemini could be working with a Virgo as well. And Virgos are next to Libras, like, so it's like y'all all in the same neighborhood or something like that. So it's like something like that is very significant. Or even someone could be welcoming new neighbors, or you could be a new neighbor somewhere. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Wow, that's in reverse. Yeah, so that could be like, okay, this is not a romantic relationship. This is just a collaboration in some type of way. And or God is advising you, Gemini, like to not focus so much on a lover right now, or a romantic lover. It's other things that I want to use you for. Like God wants to really use you, Gemini. That's what it's giving me. Like on the Android there's Gemini Assistant, or is that Google more so, I don't know, but it's on Android phones, like the Gemini Assistant, AI like Siri, similar to Siri, Bixby, or whatever, the Cortana or something like that. Meant to be in reverse. Yeah, it's like your purpose is giving me that. But TLC, yeah, that's it. Left eye energy. Wow. Because they got a song called Meant to Be, and I don't like it because, like, I believe it's saying something and thinking they could just play in our face, and didn't think nobody would notice that, like, I don't know. I just get mad at people trying shit, And another reading in the past, I don't remember which one it was, but I feel like it was like the Halloween reading about something spooky happening. But I said, y'all gonna be, but I don't know. I don't know. Y'all gonna start getting punished for trying us, like trying is like you playing with us, you playing in our face, Some of this shit can't slide. Okay. Didn't read about that. In the name of every slide. Okay. Yeah, I said God would let you slide, but in the name of every slide. Okay. Because God gonna remember that. Gave you and everything. God gonna remember that. All them times I let you slide. I try to ignore it. So it's like meant to be in reverse. It's like something was not meant to be. Or after coming out with the love things, like, that's not where we at right now. Okay. And then it says accept responsibility in reverse, or somebody's with somebody, a romantic partner who does not accept accountability, and you're just always picking up the slack. You could be picking up their clothes, dirty drawers. I'm seeing laundry and shit like that, and you're just tired. But you like, it hasn't brought you to the breaking point. It hasn't brought you to the tiredness that's physical. So you're like, okay, well, it's not really hurting me, so I can keep going. I can keep going on this way. Nah, God said no. All right. And it's like, so, and then it's like God saying, accept, it's time for you to stop accepting responsibility. Let them get their ass whooped by themselves, okay? So somebody could also have a sibling, whether it's a twin or not, like, who always gets them in trouble. Someone's name could be Megan, or something like that. Reagan. Embrace uncertainty, okay? Yeah, because it's like, I'm taking you on this ride, and I'm like, you could be the only one that could do it, but it's like, I'm hesitant because your backbone is strong, but you're scared to use it. Yeah, it's something like that. Seek healing. Yeah, it's like you're scared to use it, and that's upright. It's like, I don't want you to focus on love right now. I want you to focus on healing yourself. I want you to heal your wounds, because maybe it's like looking at those wounds, seeing how people hurt you. It's gonna make you mad. Thank you for the 8 like. You still here. May God bless you just for that. You know, sit down and see where it hurts, okay? Sometimes I don't even know if I should share it. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes God, let's just say God points out to me, because I'm used to tolerating pain. And I wouldn't even label myself as saying like I have a high tolerance to pain, because I don't enjoy pain. I don't like the endurance of pain. I don't like it at all, okay? I don't like it. All right. Anyway. So it's like, yeah, I don't like pain at all. I don't like nobody hitting me. I don't like doing stuff on purpose that's gonna bring harm to me. So like, I couldn't be a candidate for self-harm. You couldn't have to worry about me, for self-harm. That's in between, like, and I'm not looking down on anybody who's done that. I'm not, and I'm, like I said earlier, I was proud of who I am, and that is spilling over to now. Like, I'm proud of that, like, I'm proud of, not wanting pain, because it stopped me from certain behaviors, even though I suffer from intrusive thoughts as well. I've suffered from intrusive thoughts in the past. And, but anyway, but yeah, so sometimes God points out. So sometimes I'm hurting somewhere, and I won't notice it until God, on my body, I won't notice it until God points it out. Whether God brings it to my attention, like with seeing with my eyes, or feeling the pain in my body. There was a time I had like a scar on my arm, and I didn't know it was there. And I didn't know it was there until it started healing on the inside. I didn't know the scar was there, and it was a big scar. It wasn't just a scratch. It was an open scar. And I didn't know it was there until it was healing on the inside, how those. And then most of the times when scars heal, the inside is like the last to heal. It'd be gooey in the inside, but it was healing on the inside. And then I didn't start feeling it until it started like hurting more on the outside. So it's like God is trying to sit you down and make you feel that pain. How is it making you feel? Okay. What does that feeling make you want to do? Because whatever you're thinking you want to do, whatever solution you have to that problem is probably right. And I was wondering when you was going to get there. Because these Geminis have been so scared to get there, because they don't want their reputation to be severed, whatever the situation is. But it's from somebody else. So God wants you to take that anger, ball it up, those emotions, and ball it up and throw it at that motherfucking person who ever make you feel that way, even if you don't know why you're doing it. All right. When you know you're feeling a certain type of way, and you know where that source is coming from, just take that fucking feeling and throw it at their ass. Okay. However that comes out. If you got to curse their ass out, got to tell them off, or you got to stop saying something to them, stop doing something for them, whatever that emotion makes you do it. Because these Geminis have been in a certain situation because they refuse to not do that thing. They will feel that emotion and start internalizing it and then fucking shit up. You just fucked it up, man. All right. Now I'm mad at you. That's how God's feeling. All right. Not me. All right. But that's how God's feeling. All right. And then it's like, because I love you and because I know you're stronger than that. Because Geminis, what I was trying to say with Virgo and Gemini spilling over to each other. So Gemini is spilling over into Virgo, and Virgo is spilling over into Gemini. So going from Gemini to Virgo is softened, okay? But going from Virgo to Gemini is hardened, okay? And because Gemini has this energy where they're just throwing out whatever they're doing, and they're not sure if it's good or not. Kind of what I was talking about with myself too, huh? But yeah, like they don't know if it's good or not. But it's the best thing ever. It just is packaged in a way that people normally probably don't see it. Left Eye had that type of personality. Like, I don't normally see people act like this, look like this, and shit like that, you know? So them spilling over to Virgo is so confident in themselves that they don't think nobody else can do it better. And that's what Gemini needs a taste of. Gemini needs to taste that, all right? Stop. Kiss it, baby, baby. I've been trying to get this analogy out the whole reading, okay? That's Rihanna, Kiss It Better, okay? But I remix it too. Well, not remix it. I just change it up a little bit to baby. Because some of these people, they know what they doing, okay? See, a Gemini is good at that down there, okay? Somebody made them believe that they not, but they good, all right? They good, okay? You don't got to do nothing better, okay? Keep it like that, all right? We just need, like, I think Virgo spilling over to Gemini is like giving you permission. Archangel Chamuel could be close to you. Someone's name could be like Chamuel, Samuel, Shamia, like Shamia or something like that. Shemaiah. I'm getting as well. But yeah, it's like, you know, you're good at it, you know, like you don't have to do nothing better as well. But Virgo is giving you the permission. And Archangel Chamuel, he rules the solar plexus chakra, which harnesses your confidence. Okay, so, you know, a Virgo, even as a perfectionist, they could probably end up struggling with accepting that they are actually perfect. So it's not always there and present in a Virgo. Or a Virgo will have this confidence and not even know what to do with it, how to wear it, how to use it. And that's what God is trying to tell Gemini now. It's like, I see all of this. So if going from Gemini to Virgo softens it, imagine what going from Virgo to Gemini does. It hardens it. And it's crazy because if you look at it, both of them are going to another side to get confidence. Looking for confidence, or they will find confidence. Two different places. They got to leave home to go find the confidence that they're going to provide to someone else if they came to their home. So that could be a word from somebody too, you know. Whew. Hope I did y'all justice, guys. Okay, let's get some channel messages from Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. And now, because we guys, like, don't be focusing on love and stuff like that, we just gonna look at this as a Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine saying something to you, Gemini. All right, or you this is what you should want to say to someone else, Gemini. All right. I support you in reverse. So even that could be a message from God. It's like, like I support whatever you're gonna do because I trust whatever you're gonna do. But also it could be, like saying like these people have not been supporting you. So what you gonna do now? I'm poking that spot where that pain should be, that you should feel it, but because you're such a hard person as a Gemini, you're not feeling that. So as Virgo's going over to Gemini to get hardened, because Gemini, I don't know, like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Gemini, especially women, so a lot of women probably watch for Gemini. I wouldn't be surprised. But you know, but a lot of men been coming out for Gemini. That's crazy. See, it's like they're both looking for the same thing. You're both looking for Gemini, but two different people are gonna find Gemini in a different place, but it's the same thing. It's the same Gemini, Uh, but yeah, so when Virgo gets over to Gemini, because Gemini is this person, I would think, a lot of these Gemini, especially women, they fought a lot. Like they grew up fighting, like all my life I had to fight. Aquarius energy, more air sign energy. From the movie The Color Purple, which was created by Oprah, I believe. But, and I just think about Aquarius because I think about Oprah there. But Whoopi Goldberg is there. So those names and initials could be significant if you know their signs and stuff like that. I always get the character Suge too. Somebody could possibly even need a Suge because Suge represented confidence. But if you really look down and deep inside, Suge wasn't even that confident when it came to her father. Addressing her father, presenting herself to her father as who she was. Sinners have a soul too, Daddy. He didn't, from even the way he was looking, he didn't think she was capable of coming back home, coming back to church, or, if that was the case. They didn't go too much deep into it, but it seems like that's what it was. And even like maybe you as a Gemini, you went somewhere, like you started off in a church, or you started off in some more of an innocent atmosphere, and then you ended up in a more gruesome, rough atmosphere where you had to activate this shell. But God allowed you to be in that atmosphere. Not saying that God wanted you to go through the hard things, probably, but I'm not trying to look down on you. Like God saw you in these hard things, or allowed you to be in these hard things because they knew you were hard. Like they knew you got that fight in you, whether it's figuratively or literally. You got that fight in you. So it's like, so Virgo now needs to come over here and get some of that fight. But that fight is not probably physical, but it may be physical. But the fight ultimately is you standing up for what you believe in, fighting for what you believe in, speaking up for yourself. But yeah, so I miss you, okay? Someone wants to tell you that. I miss you. I miss who you used to be because I know you could be better, Gemini. But I support you, like, or I miss, like you asking for my help or something like that. This could be a man coming out, like a man who, like doesn't know what to do if he can't be a provider, because it's innately in them to be providers. So most of the time when they lose jobs or something like that, so you could have went through this type of situation where, like you had a man who lost a job in your house and he changed completely, or he lost something that was dear to him. I'm getting like, like anything else, like what's it called, like extracurricular hobbies. Hobbies, or like some, or he got an injury, or they got an injury, um where it stopped them from being able to do what they normally could do, that would normally be able to allow them to be that man and fulfill that role of provision, or providing in general, like being able to lead. Because it's like, God could be telling someone, it's like, like, even though you lost the job, you're not able to provide, like that's not the only role I've given you, that's not the only power I've given you, like, see, empower yourself, Gemini. we not making love no more in reverse. Okay, somebody could be saying like, man, we making too much love, so that's probably why God was saying like, don't focus on love, but we not making love no more. Drew Hill, okay, just flawless in reverse. Okay. uh, so it's just like, also this is giving me like, don't pay attention to as much as your looks, or is like, okay, maybe you should just focus on your looks or how you look or how you appear to the world, whether it's aesthetically or, something like that. Or don't try to please people aesthetically, like, because you're enough. All right. You thought I was worth saving, but you came and changed my life. You thought I was worth keeping, so you cleaned me up inside. And when you thought I was to die for, so you sacrificed your life so I can be free, so I can be whole, so I can tell everyone I know. You thought I was worth saving. Yeah, that's Paul S. Morton, right? Worth, or is it just called Worth? I think it's called just Worth. And then so just falls in reverse, and then I forgot upright. Okay, so somebody forgot who they are, how flawless they are, how beautiful they are. They need to be reminded. Okay. Or you remind me of a girl. And then we got lies in reverse, okay? Or even someone needs to remember how many times this person lied, like you keep forgiving them or something like that. Hugs, yeah, you keep forgiving them, welcoming them with open arms or something like that. I come to you with open arms. Boys to men, someone's being immature. That group immature could be significant as well. Hugs, but hugs was in reverse. It's like you don't need to embrace them no more. Okay, they better get back. Yeah, they need to leave. Or somebody needs to leave. They better get back. I want to buy my parents a home in reverse, or somebody's using you as well, or someone's parents is not for them. Gemini. I'm so freaking proud of you in reverse. These parents won't even show you how proud they are. They always look at you as a disappointment. They try to make your powers look weak. Look. We'll watch the sky together in reverse. And it's like, this giving me like, they think a lot of what you do is lame or something like that. It's just out of the box. And then they like kind of chalk it up to, it's like, I would never understand you or something like that. Or somebody's feeling like that, whether it's their parents or not. I'm going to get you right. All right. So it's like, or somebody's like, I've seen the hurt and pain you've been through. So I'm gonna, like make it better for you, take some of the burdens off of you. I didn't mean to, in reverse. Yeah, see, these mints are in reverse. It's like somebody did something on purpose, and they seeing how malicious they were actually being. They're subconsciously doing it because they've been programmed, automated. Okay, mom. Yeah, someone's mom is here as well. But yes, someone's parents is a big part of their life. Okay. Meet my parents. Wow. And especially if you're like just dating someone, they like they care about what their parents say, they respect what their parents say, but also their parents care about who's in their lives as well, but not in a bad way. Okay, I forgot. Wants to come out in reverse now. Okay, I remember. Or if someone's parents remembered you as well, or they were showing someone's memories as well. I'm hungry in reverse. Okay, or like someone could have like gone through episodes of depression or really high highs or low lows, and someone's name could be Lolo, Lulu, or something like that as well. But they like, and then during that time, they couldn't eat, they couldn't sleep and stuff like that. You were the person, like they probably didn't share exactly who it was, but they shared it was you, like, and then, or someone's feeling like, like, because that is the case, like y'all broke up or y'all were into it or whatever caused this situation or this emotion to come up. They're like feeling guilty because it's like maybe they said some things they didn't mean, um, they regret or something like that, wish they didn't say or share or something like that. You look so good in reverse. Okay. Or someone like try to make it seem like you're ugly as well. I'm sorry you held on to that in your heart in reverse, or they wanted you to hurt, like they wanted you to feel pain, they wanted you to feel the same pain, or they're explaining something, or that you will get that for someone, Gemini. I want something sweet in reverse. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sweet. Okay. Aquarius energy and Pisces. Okay, I was getting that song by Rick James and Tina Marie, Fire and Desire. I was cold as ice long ago, baby, baby. I wasn't very, very nice, you know. Just me. I also did a remix to that song. It's called Fire and Unbothered. And I have a hard time remembering the original song because of my remix. And I say mean in there. But he says something else. Baby, baby. Sugar. Yeah. Sugar. And that's the reason why I started thinking about that. Because I was thinking about something sweet. Sweet sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. Ooh. D'Angelo, he could be one of your angels as well. I love to I love to be seen with you. This is also giving me, it's like someone probably had a problem with PDA, or they tolerated something. Someone was tolerating shit. Okay. And we don't need to tolerate the shit no more. I need that all the time. Go ahead and run me some of that in reverse. Like you were just tolerating this and maybe you weren't enjoying, like intimacy with a certain thing as well, my nigga. Okay. So this is confirming to me also. I'm a friend energy, but God is at the point where God is like calling you friend as well. I can't go on without you. Look at that. Like I can't do this without you. I can't complete this certain part of the mission, my will, without you. All right. I'm so happy with my choice in reverse. So it's like I don't want to regret my choice. Someone could be saying, or or I regret something in the past. See, I was talking about that with words. You remind me, or you reminded me. I brought it back up to your memory. Don't be blaming me. Okay, a friend told me. See, I told you God calls you friend, or something about a friend. That's confirming something about a friend. Can I see that pretty in reverse? Okay. Or a friend, or somebody found out someone was doing something with their friend as well, or someone needs to confront their friend about something. Okay. And it said never, they better get back as well. Never going back. Okay, yeah. Or I ain't never going back to them. I don't even want to talk to them no more, or as well. Or you shouldn't talk to them no more. God could be saying too. What do you need from me? Okay. What do you need from me? I feel like it wanted to come out in reverse, but I was reading it upright. So that could be significant as well. It's like this is an easy fix. It's like it's not gonna take much. I'm gonna kiss you, okay? They want to kiss you. In reverse, or like somebody God could be saying to someone like, don't be kissing nobody ass. You don't gotta kiss their ass. You're gonna either be with me or I'm gonna be with you. XOXO. In reverse, like, yeah, like I ain't about to kiss your ass. And earlier I was saying something about like they need to take that shit and wipe their ass with it, or you need to stick that shit up their ass. Okay, I don't know how. Okay. Or even this is like, I don't know what steps to take. I don't know how to get out of this situation as well. Yes. Okay. Yes. Or someone could want you to say yes. The answer will be yes as well. I'm glad I can lean on you in reverse. Yeah, you can lean on me. Just call my name and I'll be there. Don't you know, baby? Yeah. I'll be there. Michael Jackson. No, Jackson 5, right? But Michael Jackson, okay? Could be one of your angels. You're not alone. I am here with you. See? And he's a Virgo, okay? Virgo coming over into Gemini, okay? And sometimes when I hear that song, I think about, the spirit divine, him even as my angel, saying, I feel the same way you feel. Like I know exactly how you feel. And I was saying that about the other air signs for you guys. I'm glad to have someone like you, have met someone like you. And I'm mad I didn't meet someone like you sooner, because that's in reverse. I love to see you smile. Okay. Yeah. Like, where that smile been all my life? Okay. Can I see that pretty? Okay. Pretty smile. Okay. Cricket smile. His smile on it. And then they're saying, like, somebody could be saying, like, even if your smile is crooked or you are insecure about your teeth, like, they love your teeth. Despite that, you probably have a beautiful smile. You be having me on that sweet shit, okay? Kodak Black implies heart and mind, okay? He says that at the beginning. He be like, I don't know, I be tripping these days, I be trying to keep it gangster these days, but you be having me on that sweet shit. He be like mad. He's mad that I feel like he's mad. He feels that way, And then I was just saying, you got to make your way over to Virgo to soften it a bit, like, because you could probably be so strong, like, people don't know. People think they have to stand up to you when they possibly don't, but you're sweet at the end of the day. So you're probably just not confident enough because you think your sweetness is going to make you look weak. It's going to make you look like you're vulnerable and you taking your iron off or your armor off. Okay, a lot of protection. I'm confused in reverse. You ain't confused. You know what it is. I knew what I was doing. Somebody could be saying that as well. Call or text me. Okay. They could have been ignoring your calls and texts. I knew what I was doing. Okay. I'm kicking myself. I'm mad. See? And then it's a lot of regret coming out here too. You won't believe this ish in reverse. You won't believe what happened. Okay. Like, if I told you, you wouldn't even believe me. Okay. You so damn independent in reverse. That was also giving me like confirmation. Like I'm on point with something that I just said. I ain't seen nothing in reverse. So it's like I've seen everything, or everything, or you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I want to hold you in reverse. Okay. Or I miss holding you up. I miss, being in your presence and stuff like that. Who the fuck are they? In reverse, but I know what type of person they are. These people are. Somebody also could not want to come around somebody because of their environment, or these type of people in their environment. Stop, please, go, please, or can you please go? Like, can you please leave? I knew it. Or somebody needs to get the courage to ask somebody to fucking leave. All right. I keep my word. Okay. I keep my promises. How do or did you do that? I told you, somebody was like confirming for me or something like that. How dare they? In reverse. So it's like, these are scary people, or like, God is trying to encourage you, or somebody's trying to encourage you. Like, they nothing to be scared about. There's nothing to worry about as well for someone. You surprised me. Okay. In reverse, there's no surprises here, or this like the back of your hand as well. You so gangster. Okay. In reverse, yeah. See, you grew up in the hood, so a lot of y'all grew up in the hood. That's tight. I like that. Okay. Wow. You so gangster. Okay. I've learned my lesson. Is that in reverse, or somebody's trying to hide how gangster they could be? Yeah, that's in reverse. Okay. I've learned my lesson. And then it said, I love you just for who you are. You're amazing. Just know where you are. I'm gonna fuck you. I almost shuffled off after this. Something told me to stop. Yeah, they want to fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. You already know. These Libra or Leo men are very significant. Okay, I wasn't trying to say Leo, so Leo men is coming through. You have such a great sense of humor. Okay, that was Snoop Dogg and Akon. Yes, I see you winding and grinding up on that pole. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I wanna fuck you. You already know I wanna fuck you. You already know. Are you doing this on purpose? See, I'm about to get off. I'm about to get off. Okay, Gemini, you done, right? You done, all right? I've said enough. All right. This family of mine's in reverse, or something about your family, or your family was doing something to you on purpose. You could probably benefit from watching Pisces reading if you have already. Okay. What is it? That's quite awesome. Okay. Oh no, that's quite impressive as well. It's like, or if you don't deal with your family anymore, I was surprised you could ever, make that decision, because some of you guys were probably hard to rip. You were rip away from your family, traumas as well. 420 time in reverse, or a rehab. Someone did a rehab or cleaned themselves up. Third time's a charm, or it's been more than 3 times. That's in reverse. Okay. Mornings are my fave, okay, in reverse, or I'm not a morning person. Somebody could be telling you, fool me once, if that, you'll never make it to a second time. In reverse, it's like, I'm tired of people playing with me. I'm tired of people fucking fooling around with me. Somebody's saying, oh yeah, I'm tired of you playing with me. Somebody's coming out, okay? Cupid shot me, okay? In reverse, it's like, you playing with our emotion. Why you gotta play with my emotions? If I should lose your love for any reason at all, just let my record show that I gave you all my love. I know. Feel me. I want to feel the fire. I've been there, play with your emotions. I want to feel you. So somebody's getting in that freaky energy, okay? I think I'm scared. Okay, they scared of what you gonna do in the bed. Unleash the dragon. Let me lay it on the line. I got a little freakiness inside, and you know that a man's gotta deal with it. I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way, 'cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck nigga that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, well, I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret and everybody's saying, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. And I'ma be a freak until the day, until the dawn. And we gon' boom boom out through the night to the early morn. Come on, and I'ma take you around the way on that gangster lean. And we gon' boom boom any time of day. It's all good for me. Boy, you're moving kinda slow. You gotta pick it up now. There you go. That's just one thing that a man must do. I'm packing all the flavor in me. I got you shook up on your knee, 'cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. Decide me just for me, if you are that kind of man, 'cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret and everybody's saying, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. 1 to the 2 to the 2 to the 3. Adina, do you wanna get freaky with me? 1 to the 2 to the 2 to the 3. Adina, do you wanna get freaky with me? 1 to the 2 to the 2 to the 3. Adina, do you wanna get freaky with me? 1 to the 2 to the 2 to the 3. Adina, do you wanna get freaky with me? Adina Howard, okay? Freak like me, okay? A water sign is very significant, okay? Especially Pisces and Scorpio. But yeah, I'm getting that. It was something else that I was getting from that song. Yeah, she even says like, I want a roughneck nigga. She also say, I'm gonna take you around the way on that gangster lean. Okay, see, the gangsters out here. Okay, This one's for my homies in that gangster lean. Why'd you have to go so soon? It seems like yesterday we were hanging around the hood. Well, I'm gonna keep your memory alive like a homie should. A lifetime of memories going down the drain. I like to keep stepping, but I can't move past the pain. I drink my 40 to your memory. Take a drink and I start to thinking I know one day soon you'll be hanging out. This is for my homies. This is for my homies. See you when I get there. In that gangster lean, that gangster lean. This is for my homies. I miss you, you know I miss you, my homie. When I get there, in that gangster lean, that gangster lean. My God, could you pass on this message for me? Tell him put down that dice for a second, Lord, and listen to his homies. Can you tell him I'll never let go of his memory, so his son would know he ain't gotta cry no more, 'cause God got his back. I said God got his back. A lifetime of memories going down the drain, going down the drain. I like to keep stepping. I would. Oh, I drink my 40 to your memory. Take a drink and I start to thinking now. No, one day soon we'll be hanging out. DRS, Gangsta Lean. Okay, those names and initials could be significant. Whoever their name, I mean, whatever that stands for, if it's their names. But yes. Somebody's, yeah, y'all homies coming out. Tupac could be one of your angels as well. He's also a Gemini. Okay. Smile for me. Just smile. Just smile for me. Pour it up in reverse. Yeah, somebody let go the bottle. That's right. You put down that bottle. I like it. Okay. Somebody better get it, 'cause she out here looking fine. Better pop your shit, because I'm out here popping mine. The way these diamonds hit it, bitches, they're going fly. She say Don Julio gonna do the trick every time. Okay, that's Cardi B. Okay, every time. That's what I was trying to get to. Okay. And then she say, bottles after bottles after bottles in this motherfucker. All my friends' hands look like models in this motherfucker's hoes throwing ass. Need some dollars in this motherfucker. Bow, yo, little bitch. Hit the lotto in this motherfucker. Okay, I changed it to that. Okay, because I don't want to look like nobody else but me. Okay, I think you pretty enough too, Cardi. Okay. That's Cardi B every time. Okay, somebody better get her, 'cause she out here looking fine. Better pop your shit, because I'm out here popping mine. The way these diamonds hitting, bitches, them they're going blind. 'Cause Don Julio gonna do the trick every time. Nigga lose me, you know that nigga out his mind. Tell her, make it hit. All right, I'm done. Okay. All right, so that was all the channel messages. What else? I'm studying. Okay, I'm watching you. I got my eye on you, somebody could be saying. So, see? I'm studying you. I'm observing you and stuff like that. New shedding on these bitches whole life. Fat ass, wanna bite? I'm a bad bitch, I'm a whole dime. If I hit the club, I'm coming home with some strippers. Got a bang your body move. I changed up that song so much, okay? I changed up that song so much, okay? Because I love Cardi B, and I think she's good, with her talent and stuff. I think so, and I think she's pretty herself. So and I believe like to me that sounds like what's it called? It sounds like empowerment anthem. It sounds like that, but some of the stuff I had to change up, okay? So don't be mad, okay? Please don't be mad, okay? I'm not trying to mess up your stuff, but I can't register with some of this stuff, okay? Because I believe in it all right? You want to hear it? Okay. I get nervous because I changed it, and then so like I'd be mad. I'd be scared I'm gonna mess up. Okay, let me try. Okay. Let me hold up. I'm shy. Okay. Virgo, come up in here for me. Okay. Spill over into this room. Somebody better get her because she out here looking fine. Better pop your shit because I'm out here popping mine. The way these diamonds hitting bitches, them they're going blind. Cause Don Julio gonna do the trick every time. Niggas lose me, you know that nigga out his mind. Tell him make a hit, she in the studio just wasting time. If I take your nigga, I don't wanna hear no crying. Cause I ain't say shit when hoes is out here taking mine. New bag, new ice. Shedding on these bitches whole life. Fat ass wanna bite? I'm a bad bitch, I'm a whole dime. I can't go on. Okay, I can't go on. I can't, my heart can't go on. Celine Dion. So his name could be that or some derivative of that. Selena, Diana. Also Adina name. If you rearrange the letters, it could be Diana as well. Dirty Diana. Oh, okay. So it could be the bitch of this energy who just like to do whole things with her whole friends, okay? But she did the best that she could, okay? As a parent, as a friend, or something like that. A wife, trying to be a wife, I don't know, a girlfriend, significant other, I don't know. But she just likes to do whole things with her whole friends. And Mary Magdalene, who was Jesus' wife, okay, Yeshua's wife, okay, what up, y'all, okay, the divine feminine, ultimate divine feminine and masculine, I love it for y'all, okay, I love that for you, okay, Holy Family up in the house, Mother Mary, Father Joseph, I know it, okay, Holy Trinity, okay, but yeah, Mary Magdalene, she was one of those people. She was rich. She came from a good background, but her lifestyle was she ended up being around a lot of hoes all the time, but she was never a hoe. But people treated her like a hoe because of who she was around. And I was saying that about like these air signs. Maybe it's the air signs that you need to get away from. I don't know, but I felt like it was good things. They was like leaning towards the air sign, as a Gemini, But you know your situation better than I do as well, and different aspects of that type of thing has been coming out, so you decipher the messages how you need to, okay, so it can fit your lifestyle. But yeah. I also was getting my poem throughout this whole reading, that I turned into a rap, Let's Not Pretend, so I'm gonna recite it, okay. I'm the GOAT. I'm the soul that God wants me to be. I am truly me, and that includes the one I used to be. The one who isn't afraid of where they come from, even if it's from the place where they call people dumb. My mind used to play tricks on me, but I forgive it because we just did not understand each other fully. I admit it. Yeah, I said it. Even when they committed me, I couldn't forget it. And I'm glad that I didn't, because admitting it meant that I was almost done and close to the victory that I already won, the one I hope for the most, as I sit and take my toast and watch and see the world tell me that my peeps and celebrities did things that stopped them on the road to where they needed to be. If I was them, I'd forgive them too, but I'd be doing it to let they ass know that I ain't scared of you, and I never will be. Oh, best believe me, it ain't gonna be that easy because you've done too much and you walked away freely. And to the ones still fighting, you better watch your back too before they get bored and want to snuff your light too. Nah, I'm cool. You shown me enough. Now I must grab my stuff before you try to huff and puff and blow my house down. Oh no, man, you'll never make me frown again. Ooh, wait, let's just not pretend. You don't like our men, and I don't say this to offend. I'm just saying that I could spend time playing a quite enjoyable game of pretend with my kid. Mm. It needs to be a poem. Zora Neale Hurston could be one of your angels. Toni Morrison, Maya Angelou, or you have that ability in you. Gemini is the archetype of a teacher or, a study as well. And then we just had I'm studying here. And it was on the top still. Okay. So somebody could also be in school as well. You know what this is in reverse, or you don't know what this is. Okay. Somebody's trying to even be in denial as well with you, Gemini. Trying to play you. No, stop trying to play her. Okay. Or them. Okay. Him or her. Stop trying to play them. Okay. I'm stepping in now. All right. Let's get some synchronicities. Not that many of these. Here for a while. So I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. Hopefully y'all enjoying this and this is helpful and it's blessing you. Chief, okay, chief of something. I've heard chief of staff as well, like even an advisor or something. Neutral, okay. Eve, yeah, or like being on someone's rib as well. It's giving me like Eve was made from Adam's rib. Right next to your partner or something, or someone of the opposite wow gender of you. Shemaya, and I was getting that name earlier. It's SH though, but I was getting it with a CH. Okay, so either one, SHAMIYA, but it could be spelled anyway. Okay, Nico to Nico as well. Guy, okay, first, middle, last name, nickname, or something about that, or I was also getting like some brand of shoes, like somebody could have robbed somebody for some shoes. Okay, Arkin, okay. Larkin or Lurkin or something as well. Rose of this, Rosa Parks as well. Getting even the flowers, giving your flowers, Sanders, Colonels, yeah. Or, like being honored as something as a leader as well. Security, officer, some type of officer. Nephew, your nephew could be in security. Business, Gustavo, or they saw something on tape as well. Hispanic person, Wayans, giving me Wayans brothers, okay. Winans as well, winning as well. Case, Saturn, a Capricorn or Aquarius could be significant. Then we got Tyrese here. He's a Capricorn. Informant in reverse. Okay, someone didn't tell or someone did tell. You need to know that. Valdivinos. Okay, Moses. Oh, I thought that said Moses. It says Mosley. Okay. Or something LEY, ley lines or something like that. A location, the environment. They keep going back to that. Ladybug. They bugged something. Someone's house. Super. Or a lot. Okay, Nunu. I was thinking about Lauren London, Faith, okay, Harmony, yeah, Harmony, Faith, Heaven, those type of names, or even a biblical name, but something dealing with this disguise. But I was trying to say disguise, but disguise. So someone's masking something, or a master of disguise, Naya, or a sexual worker, or they do disguises. It's giving me like wigs or something like that, or they dress something, costumes. Sudoku, someone could be a designer of a group, or they were a designer of something. Unicorn, a unique person, or like they hire someone like custom, or or it's giving me like someone's wedding dress is very expensive, or was very expensive, and it's like one of those like Vera Wang, right? Like that's like a expensive brand or designer of a wedding or wedding things, as well. New York or something like that. New York could be significant. Buck, okay. Wendy, air sign. See, the air signs keep coming out. All right. Mug in reverse. The air sign did something, or they won't steal from you. You could trust them because Mug is in reverse. Okay. Or they keep bringing up thieves. Okay. Freya. Okay. I was talking about that show Originals earlier. How the two sisters and then the older sister made a deal with the younger sister to get the firstborn, and the firstborn that she was able to steal from the younger sister was Freya. Her name was Freya. That's crazy. Wow. Samuel's, and I was saying Samuel earlier, Drake, So a Scorpio could be significant in Nana. Work. Nana. And Nana was also set up by her sister. Wow. And that's in reverse. So it's like, it's not this quite up setup, but it's like your sister is a culprit as well. Your sister was involved or something, or someone is really someone's sister. Okay. Neptune. I thought that said. So a Pisces, a sister, or maybe even a sister. It could be a Pisces or involved with the Pisces. Nick, okay, Saint Nick is giving me that as well, but like Nikki, Lil Nikki, Adam Sandler, Adam, yeah, the Adam, the first man, or the first person, like you, or you had this man first as well. Michelle, okay, Shady, and reversing. I'm Sim Shady is the real Shady, yeah. Yeah, all y'all other ones imitated, like you was the real one as well. Cloth in reverse. And it was making me think about Jesus, how, after when he rose, he folded up his garments and left the tomb. Like, but he left it neatly or something like that. Duncan, okay. Dunnigan, okay. Gooligan, okay. Choice. They made this choice, or someone's pro-choice about something, or they bringing that up. All right. Furly, fancy. I thought that was fancy. Or someone hired someone for a special thing, maybe a surrogacy or something like that. They keep talking about like someone else being in charge of a birth or a child or something like that. Bridges, Ruby Bridges. Okay. I thought this said tornado. But when I see Bridges, I always think of Ruby Bridges and how she, like changed history, with like even her, I think she was like even how she went through, like from what I remember, even just about the movie, but the book too. Yeah, someone's name could really start with an F. But yeah, so like I remember her like not seeing the gravity of how serious the situation was or something like that, or how it even, how people even kind of got their claws into this situation. It seems like because she had this attitude as if it's like, if they're doing it, why I can't do it, like, but not in a way that she's mad about it. It's like, isn't it just this, like, so you could be a really quick study, or like you catch on to things really quickly as well. But Theodora, Dora the Explorer, she's bilingual, and I was talking about that earlier. Peoples, okay, or your peoples are bilingual as well. Corrupt, or your peoples are corrupt, but corrupt like the rapper, or someone in your family is a rapper. Mercy in reverse, or don't have mercy on there, or that song Mercy by Kanye West, Big Sean, some other people, 2 Chainz, okay, Drake, Lamborghini, Mercy, Yo Chick, so she's so thirsty. And then at the beginning of that song, it's like a voice saying, "You hear the weeping and moaning and gnashing of teeth. You hear the weeping and moaning and gnashing of teeth." Like that. That big beast is coming out. Judgment Day. Someone's birthday could be in June on the 6th as well. Looney, Tron, Metatron. I look at that as Sky Homeboy. Somebody OG up in here. OG up in the house. Original gangster, the original person as well. Tia and Tamara, they were twins. Sharp, okay, with the E, but I'm also getting Sharpie markers as well, but it could be without the E as well. June. Wow, and I was saying someone's birthday could be on June 6th. Okay. I was getting like the mark of the beast, or what they say of that. And I look at the number 666 as harmony, and we had harmony out already, because 666 adds up to a 9 basically, and then 9 is the number of God. So you restore harmony at God, like, or even, if you look at the number 9, or how we look at the number system, if you're interested in numerology, it ends at 9 and not 10, before it starts over. So it's like, like at the end of, this chaos, if 666 does mean something bad, like at the end of that, harmony will be restored. There's no more rain in this cloud. Angie Stone could be one of your angels as well. And she had a child with D'Angelo, who also came out earlier. Aisha, okay, Iesha, but it could be spelled any type of way. Mimi, okay. I thought I also heard Maisha, okay, Mylisha, Mecca. Yeah, these M's keep coming out. And then when Tron came out, I got Metatron. So the M's and Metatron, I look at him as God homeboy if he's not God himself. And he's funny because he walks around and records everything you've done in every lifetime, right? And as a friend, if you look at it as a friend, you know, like if you look at Metatron as a friend, imagine someone who's walking like a news, it's like a news reporter, like writing everything down, but they're your friend, right? So they're telling you the stuff that they're writing down, or they're also reserving certain things not to shield you from, as a friend, as a person you care about, or something like that. So somebody could have told a white lie, and someone probably took it personal, blew it out of proportion, and maybe they didn't speak or communicate it well enough to show you that this is what they meant by this. Sunday, okay, on Sunday as well. Sunday could be happening as well. Rudolph, 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 with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? But someone's brothers could be significant because one of the Isaac brothers is on the other side. Could be one of your angels. So someone's brothers could be significant. Someone can have 5 or 6 brothers, or a lot of brothers, and they're the only girl as well, because we got Brie here, like the cheese, but Brianna could be spelled like Brienna. I'm getting that, or Brianna, or something like that. Nevea. Yeah, I was getting like heaven and stuff. That's backwards. That's heaven backwards. Pepe, PP. Okay, Pele. Which is the volcano version of Gaia, you know, like, so earth sign. Yeah, see, this earth sign, especially a Virgo, is very significant. Risa, Ryssa, but, you know, someone's name could have Risa in it, first, middle, last name, or nickname. Mounts, okay, have mountain as well. That's also giving me like Saint Mount or something like that. Archangel Michael could be close to you as well. Yeah, the ley lines I was talking about, like special sacred sites, secret sites, or secret location. Dominique, Monique, Kara, Kia, Kaia, Kaia. It almost look like Gaia. Okay, Minnie, which is divine feminine matrimony energy, but she's in reverse. So I don't know if to take that, you know, like as a negative or not. Corpus, okay, so, or someone's like a widow or something like that. Their spouse is coming through, bankhead in reverse with some money, okay, and that was in reverse. So if somebody could have took something as well. Task, okay, they developed a task force to take something as well. They could have. Luna with the ritual. Look at that. Wow. Death, wow. In reverse though, you escaped it. Nausea, okay, they did it so many times. But someone's name could be Nazier, Nausir, Nausier, okay, or IER is the end of their name. T, tree, okay, I was getting that, or it was under a tree, a ritual was under their tree as well, or you could have a tree in your yard or something like that. Your environment, they did something to it. Danielle in reverse. Paxton, also was getting like padded charges in the juvenile system as well. Jeff, okay. Russell, okay, or they're trying to make someone look bad, negative. Wow, in reverse. So also heard something about retirement, okay. Tajana, original, like a retired musician. Raul, okay, or even a cargo, okay. Rutgers, Gross, Abrego, Ross, Aubrey, Max, Wax, okay. Yeah, someone's child could be mad. Okay, map. Yeah, something on a map, or you put something on a map, or somebody labels something. Also file reports, or just, you know, fill report with stuff as Yasmin in reverse, or yes man as well. Shay, I thought this said shy, or someone scared to confront as well. Dose. Someone also wanted to say you were overdosing or indulging in something as well, or someone's trying to make it seem like you overdosed as well, or they gave someone the wrong dose of medicine. Bryson, all right. Ra Amanshu. That's one of my kittens on the other side. So yeah, fur babies are coming through as well. And his name is a mixture of Father God Ra, Father God Amun Ra, and Father God Shu. All right. And it translates to Ra, I miss you. So a woman could be saying, you know, like I miss you to her man and stuff like that. That could have been what that I miss you came from earlier when we were getting channel messages. Bonita, you know, I miss how beautiful you look. I miss looking at you as well. Or, you know, like, I love your flaws and all. I love you when your hair turns gray, girl. Georgia, okay, Georgia. That's someone's name or the place. Atlanta, Plymouth, okay? Yeah, that mount is there. There's always gonna be another mountain. Drag, or a lot of people, a lot of people participate in something, perform. I was getting drag race, RuPaul, okay? We just had Raul. That's giving me a mixture of both of those names, Ru and Paul, or something like that. Um, but also like rule of color as well. A colored person, someone could also been racist, or judge someone based on their skin. Okay, lemon. Okay, divac, yeah, diva. These divas coming out, DIVAC. All right, vacuum cleaner as well, cleaning something out. Russell actually came out. Then we got Russ, and then it says my nigga. Okay, yes, my nigga came out twice here. Spin in reverse. It's giving me Spider-Man. You could be a Spider-Man fan as well. Light, heavy as well. Sid, you're your kid. You got a light skinned kid or something like that. Stormy, and that's another one of my kittens as well. Yeah, the kittens keep coming through, or like the feline family or female, the feminine is being highlighted right now for some of the stuff that was resonating for you. You in reverse. Why you? That's giving me Asian busted, or they didn't get caught. They never caught you as well. Stork, the baby, or they never saw the baby or found the baby as well. SpongeBob, I'm ready, or I'm not ready to have a baby. They wanted to have a baby and they wasn't ready. KACEY, Casey. But it could be anyway as well. Crazy, just thinking about you, baby. Telephone, phone, or something. Mentioned you on the phone as well. Memento, or they got an old phone of yours, Mr. Telephone Man. But I did zodiac sign musical messages. Every zodiac sign have a musical message. 10 of them, I think, or 9. Gemini was the last one I did, and it was actually based on a song by Casey and JoJo, and I was just singing a Casey and JoJo song, Crazy. Um, but the song is based off of It's All My Life. Celebrate your life after much strife. You should thank God that he. I forgot. But and then and then the original goes, all my life I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. Bogus in reverse, like you've been real as well, damsel, and you're like you didn't ask for help, but now it's time for you to be the damsel in the distress. You need to request help. Okay, Dune. Okay, I'm about to go, or it's gonna get deep, or it got deep. Okay, millennial, or a lot of millennials was involved in a certain situation. Keisha, KEISHA, less, or she was the least involved. Okay, Jermaine wasn't the main person, or that was your main person. Like them, Teddy, yeah, or you were very close to them. Cuddle, Teddy, my daddy, my buddy. Okay, or your young kid, you could have a boy, son as well. Hannah, Anna, okay. Or someone had a hard time getting pregnant. Edwin, win in reverse. They kept losing as well. Bridget, yeah, or they could never reconcile, or every time they brought themselves to reconcile, they couldn't bring themselves to it. All right, Riley, Princeton, okay. Maybe something about when someone went away to college. Brand, I thought it was saying band. Maybe they went on tour with some musicians or something like that, and I was singing Don't Change by Music Soul Child, and I look at his name as like music is your soul child. It's like somebody didn't want to regret something. Janae, JANAE, okay, but it could be like Janae Aiko as well. All right, Tyra Banks, okay. Bankhead, okay. The Servant as well. Gen X, okay. Anime, or someone in Gen X like anime a lot. Cleopatra, secrets in reverse, or it's no secret. Something's no secret no more. It's out the bag. All right, you can finally say that. And I look at Mommy Mary Cleo's name as she could be Mother Mary or a Nightmare. Which one do you want? That duality. Yeah, duality. You got duality. You don't have a split personality. You have a duality, all right, to you. Malachi, and I also get Malik from that name too as well. Intimidate. Okay, yeah, somebody's scared of something. Montreal, Canada, or maybe they could be foreign to the United States. Angelica, Angel. You remember I was saying Angel earlier, or your angels earlier. DJ, someone's name could be Angel though. Lisa, DJ. Well, junior in general, unique in reverse, or you're just like your person. You're just like your father, or you're just like your child. Your child is just like you. Hathor. I thought they said Arthur. All right, your your mother writes about you or something like that. Stepdaddy in reverse, or stepmom, or someone was really a stepmom. Like this was stepdaddy and that was stepmom, or that wasn't stepdaddy. That was actually her, or step. I wasn't a temporary parent or something like that, because I look at Hathor's name as I had her. Yeah, or I didn't raise no hoe, or mama didn't raise no hoe, or something like that. They could be saying that. Agatha, I'm getting as well. That movie Matilda could be significant. Honey, a Leo woman could be significant. Sanchez, but I look at Hathor's name as I had her, like a mother figure as well. And then one of my kittens, her name was Hathor, and she was the child of my original kitten, because she was kind of young too when she had them. Ma'at, okay? And her name means mama, where you at, okay? So it's like the mother of that, or the grandmother, like was trying to take the place of the mother or something like that. And it's like stand in this. It's like why must you go down? Like, why must someone de-escalate? I don't know, go down, like level down. I don't know, but the word is not coming to me. Downgrade. Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, like why? Or it's not even a downgrade. It's just like you already got the motherhood in you. It's like, don't you want to experience being a grandmother? Why are you trying to revisit back to motherhood? And I get this. It's like someone's trying to force their way back into this path or this role of responsibility, when it's like you could have this and this. The tri-scale, you could be seeing those three swirly signs, like it looks like a triangle. Like the swirly signs, they're connected to each other, and it looks like a triangle. It's three swirly signs, swirly circles, okay, put together. It's called the tri-scale. It's tri-scale, and it translates to the maiden mother, and then a crone, which the maiden is the youth, boy or girl energy. Then the mother is mainly manhood or womanhood, and then the crone is basically when you're wise elder, like when you become a wise elder, man or woman. And it's like someone, like some of them haven't even healed their, or master the youth level, the maiden level, to be a servant, to be at servitude, like, so that could be another reason why Virgo energy has been spilling over into Gemini as well, because maybe they need to see servitude, or, care about someone other than themselves, or learn to care about themselves or serve themselves, because Virgo is a sign of servants, the Virgin, Mother Mary kind of rules that sign. It's about Mother Mary, but yeah, so the Virgin, and I also look at Virgo as like, girl, go, you could go, Libra as Libra, like go lead, like, and the air signs, like, oh, well, you need to go do this, or you need to go to this leader, you need to go to this certain person as well. Okay, Darla, a daughter as well. Paula, Cornell University, I'm thinking as well. Amanda, Bynes, Freddie. Okay, I was getting that Bynes. Amanda, show. Fetty White. Okay, or was it Fair? I was getting that as well. Hosanna, these hoes ain't loyal. Okay, Taurus can be significant with a Libra, or this Taurus wasn't loyal to a Libra. Or somebody's coming out the closet. I'm getting as well. France, fancy. I thought that said fancy. Derwin, okay. Or somebody got caught cheating. All right. They was in the closet. R. Kelly. I was getting that show, The Game. Tia came out. Tia Mori. So Mori also is giving me Maury Povich or Podovich. I forget how you say his name unless I'm looking at it. Let's get some tarot. I equate tarot to the truth, okay? Whether it's past, present, or future energy. Out of my energy, okay? You ain't the one for me, bitch. You ain't got shit I need, bitch. You want me to take my time with you? Maybe I'm not your speed, bitch. So, the Emperor on the top before I started shuffling. Then we got the Chariot. So somebody's Emperor is coming through as well. But, you know, Cancer could be very significant to you, Gemini. 3 of Wands in reverse. That's giving me servitude, like, or it's handing you something on a platter, or it's your turn to, you know, serve as well, or you're gonna be broke, or somebody's gonna be broke fucking with you, basically. Just take it how you need to take it. You know your situation. All right, 5 of Pentacles, that's what I was getting. Okay, and then so we got 5 of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. Okay, because you're protected. They came against like a fortitude, a fortress. Yeah. Wow. Queen of Cups in reverse, and on here I believe that's Nefertari or Nefertiti, who is the original form of Nefertiti. Nefertari is the original form of Nefertiti, and that was King Ramses' wife, his favorite wife, his only wife. Okay. But you know, that's in reverse, and Nefertiti or Nefertari's name means a beauty has come in reverse, or you know, like they kind of, somebody judged you based on how you look. Okay, they didn't know you could be hard, you know, especially as a man. You know, like we got the King of Swords here, your energy, Gemini. All right, so you're the leader, and he's the leader of the community as well, or they underestimated you. Okay, the Fool, yeah, they thought you still have milk on your tongue, or you were still a child or something like that. Also, it can be pregnancy, or someone could have discriminated you because of that, against you because of that as well. And then we got the 7 of Swords here, and on this 7 of Swords, is a woman sitting down with her hands up, and then there's an eagle on the table, who I believe is Father God Ra. Hi, Ra. Who is the sun god. So a Leo could be very significant. A Leo could be want to confront someone, or confronted someone in the past, and it was like, I didn't do that, it wasn't me, and they led them straight to them. As I'm saying that, I don't know if y'all heard how that card flipped out, but it's the Strength card, okay? And on here, she's taming the lion. She's closing the open mouth of a lion, okay? Or you're the only one that could get this person to, you know, calm down as well. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune, which could represent the will of God. You know, what God wants, what will fulfill God's mission and vision and stuff like that. But it also could mean, you know, like you're you're turning the tables of something, okay, or the time. I forgot it. Sometimes God takes my thoughts, okay. Yeah, so but on this Wheel of Fortune, there's a stork standing at the top, and we just had stork come out, and we call her Neckbed, okay. A name starting with N is very important. N and M, or just the middle of the alphabet, something that someone's in the middle of something, or they're going to stop something in the middle of it, okay. And then at the bottom of this card, there were 2 people fighting. It looks like a man and a woman, you know, not trying to be sexist, but it looks like a man and a woman. The man is darker than a woman, and you know, and then there's a Sphinx character who I believe is Ra, because it has the face of Ra, but it could just be Sphinx changing her face, okay. That's how magical she is, okay. Hi, Sphinxy. But yeah, she represents secrets, so secrets just keep coming out. Look at this. But yeah, so these people were fighting, and then the Sphinx character get in between the 2 people, and then the person, the boy, is on the ground, and God is stepping on this person to leave him on the ground. And then the girl is kind of standing up in a stance, and God is stepping on them, but like just kind of pushing them back, you know. But at the same time, God, with one of one of their arms, is putting their hand over the girl, saying like, you got him, you know, you're not in trouble or anything like that. You're anointed. You still gonna get what you've been, you know, promised as well. Yeah, the will of God, you know, and stuff like that. But it's like, I gotta stop this, you know. I don't want y'all to fight no more, type of stuff. Okay, Ace of Cups, yeah, in reverse, because someone was trying to take your blessings, but either way it go, God got a blessing with your name on it. It's like, yeah, I know, I get what you're doing, you know, and I'm kind of glad you did that, and that's why I kind of let it happen to the point where you got this nigga on the floor. Okay, I let this happen because, you know, like, I wanted you to fucking exert that power, you know, that you've been needing to exert exert. Okay, and then we got the Ten of Pentacles, and here there's a figure who I believe is Mother Gaia, but it's a figure in the tree. The figure makes up the trunk of the tree. But I also look at this as Shashat. Thank you for the thank you for running down on me, rain down on me, hearts to make me dance. Hey, hearts to make me dance. Yay. Hey, thank you. Gave me work because of that. But yeah, so I look at this as Shashat, and she's like represents beauty. Like beauty is really coming for you guys, or beauty is arriving for you guys, to you. But I also believe you are that beauty. You are that package that is being delivered to someone as well. And she was, Shashat is, she's she's well versed culturally. Okay, she's the teacher. She's like the master of a lot of stuff. See, you mastering a lot of stuff, and I was talking about that earlier. Ooh, but yeah, and so in this Ten of Pentacles, there's a figure in this tree as the trunk, and a man is on his knees, and he's like asking for something from the tree. Okay, or he was trying to take something from the tree without permission. But I'm gonna look at it as he's asking. Thank you for writing it down on me. I saw that. But yeah, so he's like, you ain't even gotta ask. All you gotta do is reach your hand out. Like that Ace of Cups is giving me like, all you gotta do is reach your hand out, like so you can catch it type of energy. Okay. And then I saw the Hierophant, and I think I accidentally put it back. I saw the Hierophant though. The Hierophant, and I think it was in reverse. So Ten of Pentacles with the Hierophant. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful combination. And then we have the Two of Wands. When your legs don't work like they used to before. So it could be name could be Air, Sharon, Sharon, Shara, Ed Sheeran. Thinking out loud. On here, he's on crutches. Okay, so somebody could also be experiencing something with their limb or something like that, or did this year, or just in the past. Six of Swords, you moved on for something, or you healed from something, or someone's trying to stop you from healing. This King of Cups in reverse. So we got the King and the Queen of Cups. Well, and I feel like it's just like they're not the character that's in reverse. Is the like you're knocking their cups out their hands. That's why even the Ace of Cups is not giving me like bad energy. It's giving me like it's gonna rain down on you. It's like you're trying to knock it out their hand, but they kind of, it's almost like something defies gravity and makes it goes back up to them again. So it's like as you trying to empty them out, they get replenished at the same time. It's like a revolving recycling thing. Someone could be like an environmentalist and stuff like that. There's Devil in reverse. So yeah, you freed yourself from the devil. Like they try to take something from you. A Capricorn, and then we got the Scorpio, a Capricorn with a Scorpio, and Anubis is on this card. And then there's a couple, a heterosexual couple, or a man and woman at his knees, asking for something in the same way as the person was on the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, like they're giving me more desperation energy, but also it's giving me, duality. It's giving me respect. So it's like a couple could respect Anubis, but a couple may not respect Anubis, and Anubis represents God. Okay, he's another incarnation of Jesus. I look at his name as a new bitch or abundance. Okay, they didn't respect God. Someone could have been ungrateful or something like that. Okay, or just thought they were so entitled to something. Okay, and it's funny because of all the air sign, like the air sign energy, it doesn't give me a strong energy as it was giving me before I pull out tarot cards. Okay, and then the moon energy in reverse. Yeah, somebody was doing some fucked up shit. And then on here, on this card, there's a white and a black Anubis. It looks like Anubis represents wolves, canines, and I was getting that when I saw like something with a moon association, I think earlier, or I was thinking about something with that. But yeah, I was thinking about wolves or transitioning as well. And then there's pyramids on this moon card as well. It's like, and then the pyramids act as a tree, and trees work with the sun. It's like somebody wasn't doing something right, or somebody left, aborted the mission. Okay, so the A word could be significant as well. I didn't mean to say that. Wow, aborted the mission. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it again. But we got the Page of Swords here, and on this Page of Swords, he has like this mechanism, this button. It got a thing it looks like it's a button, a remote. He got a remote on his shoulder, and he's walking away from somewhere, and he's looking back with this remote on his shoulder, and it looks like, like if something wasn't in his hand, he would push the button. So it's like And what's in his hand, it looks like money. It looks like what they kind of represent as money or dollar bill, but it's like long, like scrolls as well. It's like I got what I wanted. I got the information I needed. I got the resources I needed. I don't have to do this, but like somebody planted BOMB, somewhere as well, or just some type of mission. They was gonna, cause a lot of chaos if they stop doing that as well, or they're watching from afar to plan something like this. So take it as you need to, since it is in reverse. Page the Hermit, and we got the Virgo energy here. See, the Hermit arrived. Okay. Hermit's like, yes. I've been running around in the dark, been lost somewhere, good light could shine on my heart. I'm a pain so deep. Boys to Men, I Will Get There, and that's on the movie Prince of Egypt, which depicts the story of Moses. And then another name came out, and I thought it said Moses as well. And his story is interesting too. His mother, left it up to God, to decide his fate, and he ended up living in the palace, growing up in the palace, being raised in the palace, a part of the family as if it was its own family. He didn't know no other family. Okay. But he ended up finding out like what his family was connected to, when he got older as well. And then it changed his mission. It allowed him to accept his mission that God proposed him with as well later on with the children of Israel. All right. So a Virgo could be the reason why you accepted something with their children or something like that. 5 of Wands in reverse is like, or this is giving me admiration, or they used to be jealous and now they're not, type of energy. Yeah, like all these water signs could be significant. Then we got the 6 of Cups in reverse. And on here, I believe I was bringing up the character Suge from that movie, The Color Purple, and I believe this on this card is depicting that scene in The Color Purple with Suge and Celie, where she's singing to her, that song Sister, or like she's showing her how beautiful she could be or something like that. They were in a room, I think. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't remember, but it just reminds me of when Celie and Suge was together, and then when I said Suge showed up, she brought confidence, and then Virgo needed to come over here to Gemini to get confidence, and it was, and some of their insecurity or inability to tap into that confidence was because of their envy, or they felt like they were going to be uncomfortable as well. So the 6 of Cups and 6 of Cups in reverse is like, like maybe someone's like, it's too late to apologize, it's too late. Is that Linkin Park? I can't remember. But or or they're saying you don't need to apologize, because you did nothing wrong, like I've been saying earlier to you. 2 of Cups in reverse, you wasn't a reason for this breakup as well, or it was them, not you, the other person, not you. The Tower, yeah, you wasn't I just talking about a Tower energy, or you were anyway. Yeah, you weren't the reason for that, okay? And I thought this 2 of Cups was the 2 of Swords, okay? Which is Gemini's energy to me. If it's not true, I believe it is. It represents Gemini energy very well. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so they like, I'm sorry for putting magic on you. Somebody put a spell on you. And they want to apologize for it, okay? 8 of Pentacles. So they paid somebody for that. 3 of Cups is 3 different people, or multiple different people. They was going around reading on your life, like they was getting second opinions at the doctors and shit. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they got lost a lot of money. They like, yeah, not only am I sorry I did this, like I'm so sorry I spent all that money. I'm kicking my damn self. High Priestess in reverse. Wow. Yeah. They are mad, okay? This earth sign is mad. It could be especially a Virgo and a Capricorn. The journey, okay, it forced them to look within themselves. They had to walk away. Also, some of them could have been like gamblers. They left a lot of money on the table. 5 of Swords, or they walked away from their friends, or their friends were gamblers. And on this 5 of Swords, it looked like that same black man is on the ground, okay? Dark-skinned man on the ground. And I look at the 5 of Swords as a friend. you find out your friend betrayed you as well, or you got away from this person before you found out, like something happened. Judgment. Okay, God was like, yo, I don't want you to worry your pretty little head, or your pretty eyes shouldn't witness this. Okay. Or this is not your fight, this is God's fight. We got judgment here. And then on this card, it looks like the youth is raising up a mummy, or elder mummy, because the mummy has gray hair. But I feel like the energy of this mummy was like, we swore to never open up this box again. We swore to never raise this or bring this out again, but we had to, because the situation called for it. And then we got the King of Wands. Queen and King of Wands is in reverse. Again, it's giving me that energy. It's not giving me that it means this person is bad. It means like they received this treatment. So fire, well, air sign Gemini, but fire and water signs, they've been getting dogged out. So they've been projecting a lot onto your energy. Knight of Wands, yeah, they've been reckless, and they weren't sure where it came from, so it was subconsciously. So that's why people could possibly want to apologize to you. All right. All right. The Sun, yeah, especially a Leo in reverse. They weren't so nice, and in that song by Rick James and Tina Marie, Fire and Desire, he says, like, ain't it crazy how, wow, there it goes. I didn't want to put up this deck until it came out because I felt like it's going to come out. But he's like, ain't it funny how a man could go from being a cold cat, thinking he's God's gift to women, Remember how I used to do that? I must have been crazy then. It's like somebody realizing like how foolish they were. Okay, they're slapping themselves or something like that, or they could have done that in the past. And then I got happy because I was hesitant to put this deck back until I saw the Two of Swords come out, and it comes out upright right after the Sun card in reverse. It's like this is how they kept a lot of shit hidden. Sun comes out to expose shit, shed light on shit. This is why they kept shit hidden, because they were trying to always keep you in the Two of Swords. But some of you guys have become Helen Keller, okay? They try to blind you, okay? With mental illness, fuck with your brain and shit like that. You became Helen Keller. You could see through the dark. You could see with your eyes closed. You could see when they blind you. You found other ways to maneuver and shit like that. But someone's name could be Helen or Keller or Kelly, okay? One lover. Don't you slow down. Okay, Two of Pentacles in reverse, 2-2 in reverse. Yeah, they didn't want you to receive something. Also, you could have had a deal to be a background singer of a man. Rick, I was going to say Rick James again, but yeah, Rick James be having like background singers too. But like the singer, the man is a singer, and then the woman background singer. Like you could have had a opportunity for that, or you were that. But I was trying to say Ray Charles came out and he operated like that too. He had babies by some of his background singers as well. So something like that could be significant. Wands, 8 of Wands, or somebody gonna get a message about, like somebody being pregnant. It could be about a Sagittarius, Temperance in reverse. But on this Temperance, it's my odd, okay? Who we mentioned earlier. So yeah, someone's cat who had kittens is coming through. If they're on the other side, they're very close to you. They pissed about something. They don't get, like, they about to lose their mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, yeah. DMS could be one of your angels. 1, 2, meet me outside. So did that fight already happen, or this fight about to happen? Look, if you bug. Crime mob, all right, or a mafia mob, or something like that, a group of people. They probably offended someone. I was talking about that in Pisces reading, like how a whole ancestor, like a whole line of ancestors probably going after somebody. But what I was trying to say is like somebody or ancestor probably did, because I wasn't trying to say ancestor. So an ancestor who now is on the other side, they offended this certain group of people. So it's been a rivalry or something like that. And I keep going back to that show Originals. A lot of that happened in that show as well. So if you get a chance, or if you've been wanting to check that show out, you should. Because it keeps coming out, Gemini, for you, especially if you're a Gemini. Your childhood is hazy, or like people weren't just so honest with you for your childhood. You should check out that show. But yeah, yeah, like somebody, I was saying in that Pisces reading, like someone offended a whole bloodline, or they did something and they cursed their whole bloodline. and and they were given the opportunity to pick their sacrifice to make up for that offense against this other bloodline, because they offended a bloodline that's very royal, very well regarded and stuff like that, very important. Okay. And I was just talking about that judgment card, like having the gray hair mummy, like they swore to never do this again or something like that. So someone broke their promise. So an ancestor could have broke their promise of not doing something or something like that, or something happened where this ancestor is like, their troubles are on you, and you're paying for it. And some of you, this ancestor has offered you up as a sacrifice. So what I was saying in that reading is, like, they would do this, they would offend this other bloodline, and that bloodline will be, the Godfather, or have the Godfather on it. Scarface on it. The movie The Godfather, okay? Could be significant. But yeah, so it will have them on it. So they will be like, I'll do you a favor. You bring me your sacrifice. You bring me the person that you want to take out to make up for what you've done, this offense. And most of the time, the whole family will be in agreement with who people come up to, because they're protecting their own families, especially if they already have kids and shit like that. But they could be married and been married for 60 years, and they wouldn't be the one that be like, oh, I live my life, like I could be the one to go. They'll be like, nah, I got like my life is too sacred, like they could go. And everybody will be in agreement with this, because everybody has come to the conclusion of who this person is. And sometimes this person that they chose is aware of it, but they don't know this is a technical deal, this is an actual deal, this is reality. But they'll just like kind of sense it and not want to believe it, or they'll sense it and then believe it, like, and be like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but like, I know my family don't fuck with me like that. It is because this is a deal that they made, and you're feeling the energy from that. But also, you have people who will be these sacrifices, and they will be going tooth and nail defending these family members who already put them in a fire. They just waiting to watch the show, waiting for the show to happen. They will be defending them, like, you can tear them apart from this person. And that's the heartbreaking part. And it kind of ties back to what we were talking about in this whole message with you, Gemini. It's like, like, God is offended at that. It's like, like, you would never do that to them, or you would never even expect them to feel this type of way for you as well. This is how much you protect them, and this is what they wanted to do to you. And I'm mad about that, because they only want to do this to you because they see you as the most powerful as well. So I was talking a lot about that in that reading. So check it out if you have the chance or you feel inclined to, okay? And then we got 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like somebody, the Sagittarius could want to come back and leash on you, or, like, or they saw that you were independent. This could have made them, start being envious, jealous of you, have this intimidation of you as well, So hope that message bless you. Again, I equate tarot to the truth, as it has the same amount of letters as the word truth. All right. But it could be past, present, or future energy, so always keep that in mind. All right. Aries could be significant. Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass. I was seeing Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills Feel the Fire earlier. He's an Aries. Gloss came out too. Smokey. And it was giving me like Mookie as well. Mocha. All right. Sue, S-U. All right. Susan as well. Jane, Mary Jane, Jane Doe. Okay, that's in reverse. Kearney, or companies. It's giving me companies or organizations, institutions. Could be significant for you, Gemini. Or you could have been locked up in an institution. And I rapped my song earlier, Let's Not Pretend. And in that song I say, even when they committed me, I couldn't forget it. And I'm glad that I didn't, because admitting it meant that I was almost done. and close to the victory that I already won. Because growing up, I used to hide that fact that they committed me to a mental institution. They committed me to a mental institution because I saw things and I was claimed to be hallucinating. I've seen the things that I'm seeing now, and I've been talking about in this reading. It's like God want, like, what people try to, like, cast you down for, like, make look bad against you and stuff like that. I need you to pick it up as a power. I need you to use it as a power because it's important right now to our mission. And even me coming up with the stuff around that, minutia around it, is like, I'm glad that I didn't, I'm glad that I didn't forget that experience. I didn't forget how it made me feel. I didn't forget how I used to treat that experience. Like, I didn't want to tell anybody about it. I used to be embarrassed of it and stuff like that. And I had different reasoning for that and stuff like that. Not to even not to neglect responsibility or accountability for it. It's just that, people were cruel back in the day, not just the kids, adults were cruel. I grew up in a household with a whole bunch of cruel people. And so that part, and then when that happened, because it was happening, out of, misunderstanding, I guess, like, if I'm trying to soften the blow a bit, but it's like, because it was happening like that, they would start threatening me, to put me back there. So it made me associate that experience with a bad thing. It's like punishment. It's not even development for me anymore. It's punishment. It's like I know what I kind of got from the experience, but I could have got that somewhere else, I didn't have to get that through that avenue. So, like, I'm glad that I didn't forget that experience, though, because when I admitted that, it meant that I was already done. It meant that I was outside of what people think about me or what they thought about me, giving me that experience because I had that experience, all that shit, So I already won then because I'm at the end. Didn't even know that subconsciously, though. And I came up with that song. When was that? 2023 or 4? I think 23. Yeah, 2023. But yeah, Sia, water sign, could be significant. Someone's name could be like Sia, S-I-A. I wanna sleep, but you shouldn't leave. You shouldn't leave. Melon. Get me pregnant, baby girl. You want it? You made me wanna get you pregnant, knock you up. R. Kelly again, Chris Brown, pretty. Yeah, yeah, they want to get you pregnant. Okay, let me see that pretty. Okay, they really want that pretty, Perez. Okay, but that's all y'all done. Mason. Okay, just good. Confirm that group. That's why the Hierophant tried to it hid once I saw it. I saw it. I saw the direction where it was, and I accidentally put it back. It's like, you weren't supposed to see that. Okay, nobody's supposed to be here. Annie. Okay, yeah, you was supposed to be in the dark. Some of y'all was supposed to be in the dark about who y'all real parents was. Y'all was supposed to be in orphanages, and God said no way. See, or you were in orphans. You grew up in group homes and stuff like that. And you try to negate that experience because it makes it look, people made it look bad on you that you had experience, or you come to that conclusion that it's a bad thing. Like, even people who grow up in a group home, like, sometimes people who introduce someone who's from a group home, they'll say, like, they grew up in a group home, so kind of, they're giving a disclaimer because there's already an attachment to what kind of people products come out of group homes. But not everybody could be like that. Some people could make it successfully out of a group home without any troubles or anything like that. It depends on, whatever different factors. I can't even say it depends on the group home, because it could be probably the worst group home and you have 1 or 2 people succeed. That means not everybody is like that. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm gonna just leave it there though. Yeah, bug, ride or die, or someone who you thought was a ride or die, they chose to die. Okay, because if you ain't riding, you died. If you ain't for me, you against me, like Jesus said in the Bible. Okay, Boaz. Okay, yeah, I got your ass. I'm just kidding, but yeah, somebody Boaz is coming through. Okay, Ruth, wait. Boaz is looking for that special girl. Ooh. That special girl. Donnell Jones song again. Uh, Gemini. All right. Fire song. I said arrested as well. Gemini could have been arrested very recently. Gaia. Well, yeah, Earth sign, or because of an Earth sign. Roger that. Yeah, police as well, or a policeman, gonna get arrested. Okay, because they been corrupt, rebelling. Okay, or they poking holes in a boat. They're trying to take people down from the inside. Okay, so rebel as well too. I think of rebel as like Ray's bell. Okay, we call Ra Ray sometimes too. You know, like that bell as well. But someone's name could be Abel as well. Bell, Bella, Foxy. Okay, we had Jamie Foxx a lot earlier, and he played that the role of Ray Charles in the movie Ray. Okay, so someone could, what is it called, a biopic, you know, starring a biopic singer. Okay, or that's what they did. Snoopy. Okay, we had a Snoop Dogg song earlier, Snoopy, but Snoopy from the Peanuts, or a dog, someone could have a dog that looks like Snoopy, or all white like Snoopy with black, right? Holiday in reverse. And it's also giving me Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas. Someone's name could be Brown as well. Bambi, you lost your mother or something like that. Ruby, I thought that said Ruth. Okay, in reverse. Rubies, or you know, someone lost a gem, or they didn't know what they had until it was gone. Million, okay, or something about someone's mother could probably give them some money or something like that. Ford, in reverse. A car, or someone's mother could have left them a car. Alameda, Althea, okay, Rowan. He plays the dad on that show Scandal, created by Shonda Rhimes. Names and initials, the R's especially now. But Rowan, he was a part of a secret organization called B613, if I recall correctly. Okay, names and numbers. 613. Someone's birthday could be on 613. Around that, Devon, Devon. DEVON, The Tay is also sticking out to me. Tays could translate to Prince as well. Okay. So his name could be Prince Dookie. That could be someone's nickname. Razby. Rasmin, I'm getting as well, like Jasmine. Yasmin came out earlier too. Amin Ra. Hey, Amin Ra. You're gonna hear me roar. Yeah, he's the original, official form of Jesus. There was no need for a crucifixion when it came to him. Okay, they needed to crucify me like they did Christ. They want to find me not breathing like they found Mike. Ooh, girls run her mouth only out of spite, and I never trust a woman, never in my life. I was in too deep, like the Kai 5, and that so deep I could have drowned twice. Rose gold, Jesus peace with the brown ice. Eating good vegetarian with the brown rice. Girls kissing girls, cause it's hot, right? But unless they use the strap on, then they not dykes. They ain't about that life. They ain't about that life. They hanging around the windows, about to be a shug thing. Don't like Kanye West. That's Kanye West's part, but it's Kanye West, She Key, who's the original creator of the original song. I don't like. Frog niggas, y'all niggas. And Pusha T, Big Sean, and I feel like I'm missing somebody. Big Sean, maybe not. But yeah, those people. Okay, no Jadakiss, right? I done sold Perp, Linda, okay, or Linda, or you borrow something from somebody. Shalon, SCH, yeah, that's Shaylin, Shaya. But CHA, Cha-Cha is also giving me that. Or their name ends with the CHA. Okay. Macho man. Patrick, Trick Daddy. Okay. Stepdaddy. Trick Daddy though. Or the stepdaddy was a trick. Okay. Amen. Amen or amen. Okay. Even on a Monday could be something as well. Brian, Bryan. Okay. Simp. or somebody was, like someone loved someone more than the person loved them. All right, y'all, unrequited love could have been significant. Allen, okay, Stein. Another one of my cats. All the cats coming out. Okay, Stevie. But Ojent. Okay, Ojent. Oh, my cat. He was an orange cat. Okay. His dad was named Ginger. Okay. Sue. Okay, so somebody about to sue, get some type of settlement, choir or church or something like that, or organization, a company. All right. Wow. Oak. They made a Mountain out of molehills. Okay. Sheba. Okay, that's Queen of Sheba. Okay. Bathsheba. David. Solomon. Those names. Holy Trinity, energy, incarnation, reincarnation. You're coming back, or someone lost a child and is coming back as a known figure, like that you knew in this lifetime. It's not somebody you don't know, and then it's a part of your family, though. Kate Mitchell. I was getting Michael from that too. Hershey. Kisses. I'm getting that, Valentine's Day, notion, or move, making a move, grand gesture. Okay, Kenya, or a trip, especially if you live in the United States, to Kenya. Raina, Raina, Addie in reverse, or someone doesn't know when someone lived, Mary, okay, or is it someone who married them, but Mother Mary energy, look at that. All right, Melissa, Melly, Mel, or your Mel, Pat, or someone try to take your mail, Jeanette, Jenny, Jean, okay, jeans, or you could have got something delivered in general, like a package with clothes, Tiki, Hawaiian clothes, or you could have gone on a trip, or something about a trip, or gated what, someone's going to shop for a trip. Chelsea handler, or a handler. You want to have a handler. Stand-up comedian, Davidson, yeah, David, someone's son, okay. A wise son, or he's gonna be wise. His son's gonna be wise. Vlad, he's gonna be like Vlad, or interview people, or he's gonna be a speaker. Christoph, okay. I'm getting that show, how to get away with murder, with I was about to call her Annalise Keating. That's her name on the show, but Viola Davis. But yeah, Cicely Tyson is in that show too as her mother. I loved her on that show. I just love Cicely Tyson too. She's like blunt, but I just understand, like why she knows what she knows. Also, your compassion is probably helping you. Yeah, Jesus. Hey, Jesus. Ah, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Come on through. Okay. But your compassion, or somebody was eating off your compassion, like they knew you would be understanding, you would be forgiving, you would be able to put yourself in their shoes as well. Or somebody's lacking the compassion for you and your situation. All right. And God is saying that's unforgivable. Monica, okay? Stay up, girl. Somebody's flighty in your energy. A Scorpio, sun. His sun sign, but the sun, or a Leo, Scorpio or Leo, V-E-E, okay? V-I-L-I, Al, okay? Alvin and Chipmunks, these person, Jennifer, Nova in reverse, or someone's calmed down on something, stop something. Jennifer, I forget who sang that song. Tenacious in reverse. Yeah, they stopped doing that. They stopped doing something they kept doing. All right, Darlene, Erling. Okay, after Erling, darling. A daughter, honest in reverse. They kept lying. Beaver, about work or working as well. Taka, taken in reverse, or they lost their job, terminated. Teresa, with the H in it. That's why I'm saying it like that. Horace, hoes are rest. Okay, in reverse. Yeah, I don't want to be a hoe no more. They were just doing stuff with hoe friends. Nia Long. But someone's name could be Nia, N-I-A. Okay, Mia too. We had Tia earlier. So, and then we got Michelle. We had Michelle earlier. Roberta Lack as well. They really lacked stuff. Plus, they were probably just acting like they had more money than they actually had. I thought this said Amish, but it says Austin. Brene. Breenae. Okay. Names. Now she whip and watch me, nay. The nicknames like Nene, Nunu, Nini, stuff like that could be significant. Camera. Okay. They're watching you. Yeah, they've been saying that a lot. Ken. Yeah, Boaz, Ken. Okay, Ken to my Barbie. Okay, Ken to my Barbie. Barbie. Hudson, Albany, New York. Yeah, I was getting New York. Ebony as well. Bannon, Bane, Kane, Sibling, Tinky, Tink. I also had some kittens by my other kitten named Sekhmet, and I translate her name to me the second I met you, or also her name could mean the might of God, the strength of God as well. Like God is releasing you as a weapon. But yeah, so she had kittens, and I named them Tink and Truth, to translate to think truth. Okay, so always focus on the truth. Lucy. Okay, one of the main things, you could be seeing monkeys or anything a part of the monkey family, gorilla, apes, and stuff like that. Tangerine, orangutans. Orangutans, they know how to feel remorse. They know when they fucked up, or they're not gonna be one of those people who like get mad at you for calling them out for fucking up. So maybe you need to hear that as well. Maybe somebody reminds you of orangutan as well, or it would probably be helpful for you to study the personality of orangutan and see who in your life matches that. And especially if you're like battling with whether or not you want to give them forgiveness, Emmy, a reward as well, or them taking your place as well. She just mad because you took the spot. You mad because I took the spot? Bitch, if you ain't shooting, then get off the pot. Okay, Roman's Revenge with Nicki Minaj and Eminem. I'm Slim Shady. That came out earlier. Quita, okay, Quita. Ermias. Did I say Nipsey like randomly earlier? I feel like I wanted to. I was thinking about it though. When I said Lauren, I think. I don't know. But Ermias, that's Nipsey Hussle's real name, okay? Masha, okay. But a Leo, that Leo man could be very significant. Lady, yeah, my lady. Someone could look like D'Angelo. That keeps coming out as well. Angelo, Angie. Saint Angelo, or they could live somewhere with Angelo in it as well. I'm also getting Raphael, the Archangel Raphael. Then we got Ray, Rai. Okay, Tune, Tune. I was also giving me like Looney Tunes. Listen, wow. Or they didn't listen to you. They thought you was loony because they thought you was loony. Okay, car, about a car as well, but like Kurt Carr, Jacqueline could be significant. Drew. I had a Drew Hero song earlier. I can remember. Bash him. Okay. Uh, and that's actually one of my family's names. And they gave it to our family when they gave it to us, when it was bestowed on our family, because now it's used by a family of Caucasians. Okay. Or it's more accepted through the use of this family of Caucasians. I'm not against nobody. That's what I'm trying to, be gentle with it. But yeah, so but it equates to like they gave it to us because they wanted to banish us. They wanted to make us extinct and stuff like that. So my channel used to be named with this because of that, like because we're taking our power back. We're taking stuff like that. And then also it translated to a name because my mom's name was Yarissa Basham, and I switched it to turn around because she's one of my biggest angels, to mean like bash them, Yarissa. Like since they try to banish us, like we're gonna take our name and use it as power, like bash, like with force, whether it's figuratively, literally, physically, or not. All right. Cosby, Bill in reverse, or like they try to bash them or smother you with bills so you will feel like you can't breathe as well. Shock you. Another one of my cat's names. Wow, all the kittens coming out. Brianna. Now this one is Breanna. Okay, the Anna is sticking out, and then we got Anita here. That the Nita is sticking out too. All right, Cruise. Okay, they want to be a part of the crew. We loving the crew. Monday. Okay, or starting something new in the crew. Okay, van or a car. Someone could be getting a van, or a family vehicle that's giving me that, or RV even as well. Havana, or a family vacation is coming. Havana, Cuba. Or you could be Cuban as well. Vante. We had Devontae earlier. Shavante. And then we got Beautiful. And then we got Gia. Okay. Hi, Daddy Gia. Mommy, Daddy Gia. Green without the E, but I'm also getting green. Walgreens as well. Simba, the circle of life. Remember who you are. Okay. The sunset could be significant as well from the movie Lion King. Every time once Mufasa passed on, which was Simba's dad, Every time the sun would go down, Mufasa would come and say, remember who you are. Nara, and I thought that said Naya, which was Simba's wife, okay? And Simba ended up having a daughter named Kiara as well. So something about that is significant. And then she ended up like being interested in the son, from what I understand, of Scar, who was responsible for killing her grandfather. Like, so somebody could also be involved, and like they didn't know. See, and maybe that's why this ancestor is an ancestor now, because they didn't know like what happened, and to not cross lines and or maybe even procreate with certain people or be interested or be around these people, aqua or water sign or emotional, okay, or have emotions of feeling, dealing, okay. I'm even getting belling or something like that, or a bailiff, or belling them out, a wren, okay, a mermaid, or some of you guys could be friends with mermaids and don't even know, okay. That movie Siren or Sirens, you could be seeing sirens. I mean, hearing a lot of sirens now. Ashe, is she a girl? Is she not that bay? At bay, or you bringing that to bay or surface as well? Old Bay, as well. Feathers in reverse, or she wasn't talking about something. A messenger, Louise, St. Louis, could also be that as well. Or Lewis, like Lewis and Clark. Okay, those names and initials could be significant. Boyd, Boyce, as well. Bose, Glover, Danny Glover. He also plays in that movie, The Color Purple, that been coming out. Okay, I thought they should just say Raw Raid. Okay, Park. Okay, Eshu. Eshu also is the reason why some people could come through the doors. So all these doors have been opening in your reading, but like everybody can't come in. All right, floss. Okay. Also something about a teeth, a dental, as well. A Bolton, or a root canal could be significant. Peridot. Someone could be born in the month of August. I believe that's the color of August. M-I, okay, Mimi, or something like that. Yeah, see, those are very significant. Or my even as well. Belle, Beauty and the Beast, Richard, Ricardo, okay. I love Lucy. Lucy! Stacy, wow. Yeah, Stacy, or you better stay so you can see. All right, Troy, Helen. And we had Hella Color earlier. Devon, Devon. Matcha, wow, I was getting that earlier. They lost something. Matcha tea, green tea, or you could like green tea a lot. Starbucks is giving me that. All right. Adobe, a doobie, little doobies. See that? I'm supposed to be gone, Rudy. Okay, someone also could have been rude. Okay, Rudy, like sticks, but Rootie. But also look at the root in there. Like root could represent ancestors, children in reverse, or something about a child taking a child, communication, or someone's keeping someone from their child, their true love. They know they love their child, or they're playing on their child's emotions, waiting in reverse, or they're being impatient with the child, or they were a teacher, okay? They're not allowing someone to learn something as well, or they know this person is that, haunted in reverse. This person was a pure person, rainbow unicorns, or they try to stop this person's blessings, or they try to take this teacher's job, okay? Mountain climb, and I kept getting mounts. I was like, that mount, okay? Miley Cyrus, that song The Climb could be significant. Work, okay? Vampire in reverse. Yeah, somebody could have took somebody's job as well, or a job someone really liked, they lost it, and then they didn't really have any motivation to do anything else, okay? Trial and error in reverse, okay? Or they were like the guinea pigs. They were working for a temp agency as well, okay? Power couple, they could have been working with someone they were dating, or they met someone at work, they started dating. True gem in reverse, they probably wasn't the one. Okay, a lot of these are in reverse. Intelligent, or they saw how like they didn't have it all there, okay? Sweet gestures, but they love bomb somebody, or somebody love bomb somebody. Concerned, upright. Yeah, or this person was like, they were kind of scared you were just gonna be a gold digger or something like that. Not sharing in reverse, or you were just stingy, or somebody was putting on a facade, okay? A soulmate. And you probably were the soulmate, but this wasn't your person. This wasn't your divine counterpart. They were just is your soul group, love list. Yeah, they were in a group, or you grouped them together. That they were just judging you on that, budgeting, or they also were spending your money, counting your pockets as well, or they assume. Oh, excuse me. They assume you could do certain things because you had a certain amount of money. Maybe you were the rich friend, that rich homie Quan, rich homie Quan. My rich NYBLT is here. Okay, rich homie Quan, Nipsey, Young Dolph, Biggie, Left Eye, and Tupac. They all came out except for Young Dolph. So it's like, they were, you were probably that rich homie, you were probably that rich friend, rich partner, and stuff like that, whether you're the man or the woman, especially the woman though, but it could be the man as well. And wasn't I talking about like how a man, like their value is attached to being able to provide, and then somebody gave up after, like they lost their job or something like that, or a guy was trying to say you could fill in the role this way, like you don't have to have an actual job, or have to do this thing that was making you provide before in order to provide, or you don't have to focus so much on providing right now. You need to focus on this another aspect of being a man. You know your story better than me though. But yeah, we got culture. Someone had probably differences as well, but Cardi B kept coming out. She has a daughter named Culture. I always think about her when I think of that as well. Beauty queen in reverse. Also, you could have been a childhood star, or someone wanted to be that, or you wanted to be something since you were a star. I mean, a child. You wanted to be a star, maybe. Now it's time, divine timing. And we had the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that does equal time, like a movie. In reverse, dreams do come true as well. What does it say? Fairy tale, fantasy, too good to be true. And that's in reverse. You thought you were probably giving up hope, okay? Even when it comes to friends, or, or your friends make you feel bad about something. We got friendships in reverse. And I named these people on this card, Logan and Betty, okay? And Betty is petty, all right? Betty is thirsty, okay, and desperate. But she could be a good friend. She's not focused enough, okay? So that could be a message for someone. She could be a good friend, but she's not focused enough, all right, on being a good friend. Enlightenment, okay? Maybe even not focusing on her enlightenment and development, spiritual development, stuff like that, okay? So I'm going to use my God deck, okay? I use this only for God at first, okay? The others are coming out. Ooh, hold on. Others, no commitment, love triangles, choices. And that's probably why I got, or a friend was doing that, okay? A friend was fucking with somebody, man, as well. I did a short on Facebook like a long time ago. I'm on Facebook. Now it's not under the same name. I used to say under the same name, but it's not under the same name because now it is Empress Quill wears the dress, all right? If you know, you know. But over there, my name is still Basham Yaressa. So if you're interested, I do have like short form videos over there. They took all my lives away and stuff, but I still have short form videos over there, I guess. But on there, I think it came out for Gemini, or it was Scorpio, that like even someone's mothers were friends or something like that. Because the friend stepped out with the mother's husband or something like that. It looked like it was shit. But yeah, so it was two mothers who were friends, and one of the friends stepped out with the other friend's husband. And so, but the other friend's husband, with the one who had the husband, didn't have kids yet. So when the friend stepped out with her husband, she ended up getting pregnant. So because she didn't have kids yet, she was like, okay, this is my kid, basically. You don't exist, and like kind of made you disappear or kept you around or something like that. But that's how it happened. All right. So it's coming out for Gemini, so it could be for Gemini especially. But my palace is laid like some bomb edges, okay? Know that, okay? You're going to get a palace, okay? And then we got Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are, coming out again, okay? I was getting that song earlier, just randomly, but now I got it again. But yeah, so, yeah, her eyes, stars feel like in a shining. See, and they like you as your package, okay? You the whole package, okay? God is saying, like, I like you as your package. The divine God is ordering my steps. Order my steps in your word. Okay, and then we got In Your Will, channel song by Men of Standard. Okay. See, it's God, it was probably not God's will, like to have you focus on love right now as a feminine interested in men. But like it's something that deals with your identity, but you could include someone else or focus on different aspects of your love life if you already have that person, maybe as well. Like I was talking about the divine masculine, focusing on not being able to provide, so focusing on something else. But yeah, so that In Your Will is coming out, like your will, my, whatever I'm saying is going, with you. You've been obedient. God could be telling you, Gemini as well. We are united through love, okay? But that song goes, I won't give up, nor give in. I'm holding on till the end. I will be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in you. Lord, I'm staying in your will. I'm staying in your will, yeah. And then so we have that, and then we have We Are United Through Love, which is on Marvin Gaye's energy. I was getting that song, What's Going On, okay? And sometimes I hear God coming through that, saying like, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Tell me what's going on, okay? And it says, I trust God, all right? I trust you, all right? Job energy. Though he slay me, I still trust him, okay? A lot of biblical coming out too. It's like that prophecy is coming true, what God promised. And it said earlier, I keep my word, okay? I am a child of God in reverse. I will never leave my child, okay? I know you my child. And I know I have certain roles as a parent, to provide for my child. They keep focusing on providing. Only God can judge. Only God could do it. Only God could take over at this time. Okay. Or only listen to God right now. And this is my I energy. Hi, mama. Where you at? Okay. Or the mama of all of that. I'm the mama of all that. I'm proud mama. Okay. See, I'm a proud parent, God is saying, I'm proud of you. I understand the universe's language in reverse. So it's like, I'm proud that you learning, like are you learning to hear me? Okay. Thank you. All right. Odin in reverse. Odin was also like another sacrificial lamb type of creature. Wow. Is this Moses? Wow. But yeah, but he didn't sacrifice himself where it was compared to Jesus. Nobody could compare it to Jesus. Him and Buddha, they were more of voluntary sacrifices. They saw a need for a solution. They saw a problem, and then this is what they came up with as a solution, or they were instructed by the universe as a solution to do this. Okay, go on this quest, do this. Okay, Odin hung from the tree for 9 days to get the language of the ancestors, the runes that you may or may not see people use around in the tarot spiritual community. That's what Odin got from our ancestors, the language of our ancestors. Okay, and I'm getting the Isa rune, ISA rune. It's about freezing, stopping. But this is like for the benefit of you. It's not like saying stop what you're doing as if you're doing it bad. It's like just stop and see what you've done already. Kind of let it catch up with you. Or stop and see what have they done to you. Like we were talking about the pain, actually feeling the pain that you normally don't feel. But yeah, we got Moses out here. We've been speaking about you, Moses. What up? Okay. When God is in it, there is no limit. When God is in it, it's not over. Okay. It's not over until God says so. Israel, New Breed by that's the song by Israel, New Breed. But even the new children of Israel, the new children of God. Okay. I am calm, cool, and collected. Okay, God is Pele. I was getting your energy too. Yeah, she's upright. So she's like, I'm feeling good because upright, you want her to be that. You don't want her to erupt as a volcano. You want her to grow as a fucking tree. All right. And produce flowers and fruits and stuff like that. Newt could be out here too because before I started your reading, I saw her energy somewhere on one of these decks, and so and her name means the soup, the seed that fruitifies the earth. Okay, sperm donor as well. A procedure could be significant as well, but or you calm, or you're going through a procedure and you're calm about it as well. And then we got Maya Angelou, emphasis on angel. I knew you was here. Thank you for my art. It helps me. Okay, so somebody needed these type of messages, or they hear better through these type of messages. All right. We need lessons to grow, so don't take it personal, please. Andromeda star system could be close to you as well. They're by themselves, you know. They could do things by themselves. Some of you guys got that Mother Mary energy. Ouroboros, the Sagittarius energy. You could be a Sagittarius born between the dates of November 25th and December 18th. Tina Turner, Walt Disney could be one of your angels as well, trying to guide you as well. Ascended Masters, we got Dr. Sabi here as another angel. I love the flower of life. You're flowing with that. You're going with that. I love humanity. And God is pointing that out to you. You could have Gemini even in the 11th house or something like that. I am managing and organizing my successful life. You know, like you could be perfect. You're welcome to be perfect. Okay. Santa Marata. Some of you guys could worship her or be Catholic or grew up Catholic. They worship Mother Mary heavily in Catholicism as well. I look at Santa Marata as Mama Marata, Mother of Death. She's Grim Reaper energy as well. Grim Reaper, all right. That's all. Somebody better get it, cause she out here looking fine. Better pop your shit because I'm out here popping mine. The way these diamonds hitting bitches, damn, they're going blind. Cause Don Julio gonna do the trick every time. A nigga lose me, you know that nigga out his mind. Tell her make a hit, she in the studio just wasting time. If I take your nigga, I don't wanna hear no crying. Cause I ain't say shit when hoes are out here taking mine. Outside grinding, I'm a grind all summer. Badass bitch, I know that every nigga wanna. Real fine shit, you know I get it from my mother. I'm an angel, not a demon. I'll never fuck your brother. Bottle at the bottle at the bottle. This motherfucker, all of my friends. See, I can't do it. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, Cardi. But at the end of that song, she says Grim Reaper or something like that. Dude, you. There are higher powers protecting me, okay? There are higher powers protecting you more than you know. We give glory to God, and it is shared back, okay? Nice, thanks. I'm also getting that song Wannabe by Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, but also they got a remix with Cardi B in it too. And it's not coming to me, but I'm getting her, okay? And her name Gloria. I was getting that name Gloria as well. Gloria Gaynor. I will survive. See, you survived a lot of things, or you made it to this point, and you got a whole lot of love to give, okay? And God's like trying to keep you because people trying to make you feel like it would be, the world would be better off without you. And then that's Nun energy, which is more Hermit energy, more Virgo energy. And I translate his name to me like, I ain't worried about nothing. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Or so they need to be worried about the glory that God is about to give you, because you gave glory to God. All right. Phobias, get out. Mother, lady, spider energy. Okay, I am fearless. I'm fearless. Some of you guys could have been really scared of spiders, and that kind of tells you, you know, like if something is your spirit animals, you could be really scared of it, or you love it a lot as well. It's like you have a extreme reaction emotion to it. Duality, look at that. I love it. But yeah, so you can be seeing that, especially black spiders, black widows, but like spiders that appear black are all black spiders only black widows, or it could be a black spider without it being a black widow? Like, I'm thinking about tarantula too, but I feel like it has like a brown tinge to it. It's not black like a black widow, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Tarantula, I'm getting that rapper Mystical. You keep bumping me against the wall, and you know I'm a soft ball. And it's ACB touch, USC bouncing back. The movie Drumline could be significant. What's his name? Not Nick Cannon, but the teacher. I forget his actual name. I used to get him mixed up with what's his name? The guy from the Allstate commercials. But I know they're different. But they give me the same like stature or something like that. Denzel, you know. But I ain't mixed Denzel up with them. It's just I just, like kind of group them all together. Maybe at the same era or something like that, group. But yeah, that I was also getting a Twister song, Overnight Celebrity or Wetter. Those could be channel songs for y'all. I'm not singing them. But Overnight Celebrity, see, something about stardom is coming for y'all, or God is feeling like God owed you that. But it says, my house will be safe and beautiful and big enough to raise a loving and healthy family. Okay. So a house is coming, a palace. It's gonna look good for you. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. Michael Jackson energy. And then I have my song that I made for my son. It's called Lovely Dove. Ooh, dove, my lovely dove. Ooh, dove, my lovely dove. Ooh, dove, my lovely dove. Say it, man, my little man. So we got, you are never alone. I mean, we have a lovely dove, and you are never alone, because that came out first. And God assigned his name. Like, God's like, you're so precious to me. You're a pure, lovely dove to me. You could be white, like you could be really white, or you like to wear white or something like that. Purity, represent purity, or you could be seeing a lot of white now from now on. Okay. But yeah, for that's come out, and then I was singing this song by Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone, earlier. You are not alone. You are never alone. Okay. You were never alone when they started to do this, and you will never be alone now. I was born happy and I will leave happy beyond measure. Yeah, it's like, if anything, if anybody's gonna be unhappy, it's them. All right, not you. Okay. Hey, now it's your birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. And this is a song dedicated to and wrote for and on Yeshua's birthday, the loyal. All right. And also my Lovely Dove song, I say amen, my little man. And I didn't know I was being influenced by Amun Ra when I wrote that song, but it reminds me of Amun Ra as well. And then it says, I'm a money magnet, a money magnet, a money magnet, a money magnet. Money just comes to me easily. Money just comes to me easily. That's my song, okay? And it stays. None net energy. None came out. So yeah, this cosmic partner, I call the twin flame energy divine cosmic unions, okay? So they're coming together. A lot of things are coming in between them, but it's like innocent things. It's not something you should worry about. Or they need to be reassured someone's not cheating as well. We got Nipsey here. My lips are still. Mary Kate and Ashley. I'm getting their energy. That's a movie, right? Yeah, my vibes are high and great. So it's like no matter what, like you're gonna still be able to celebrate your life, because you have so much strife. Everlasting abundance of health and wealth is here. Lashmi energy, her counterpart is Vishnu, and he's the preserver. Okay, it's like it just was on hold. It wasn't delayed. It's being preserved, and it's gonna taste just how it was when it started being cooked. Okay. Miracles are happening for us all the time, and Jesus is known as the only miracle worker. Okay, people can do miracles, okay, but he was known as the only miracle worker, okay, who has been able to heal the blind. And then I wrote on here, I am experiencing nothing but miracles every day, and those here with me presently and in the future will experience nothing but miracles lifetime after lifetime. Thank you. I love you. Okay. I kind of switched that up to where those I want. Okay. I want. Okay. Because all these people be trying to mooch off our blessings. Okay. But they wasn't shooting with us in the gym, or when it was with us in the gym, they wasn't being a coach. They was being a fucking, they were being an opposing team. They were being ops. Yeah. It's already done. Sign God. Saying it's all in the star. Goddess Net said it's all in the star. Here she is. Okay, Nils. Okay, and her counterpart is Jeb. All right. The women are coming out. It's like, because the men, like, maybe the women are coming out because the men need, like, because they are absent. Not to say like they ran away. Maybe they are runaways, but like they're absent because maybe they don't feel good enough. Maybe they are really struggling with their manhood, or thinking that they're enough. in general. But I am eager to face a new day, and this is Archangel Michael energy. See, I knew he was here. Then we got Papa Legba. I'm your Papa. I'm not Poppy. Okay, I'm just your Poppy now. I was your Poppy now. Who's that? Color Purple again. And it says inspiration and motivation can make someone's day, and that's in reverse. Like this dad or this male figure felt you know inadequate. Okay. And then we got Don't by Price and Tiller. Okay. Don't play with her, don't be dishonest, and still not understanding its logic. Hey, I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. I want to give you better. Baby, it's whatever. Somebody gotta step up, girl. I'm not somebody, so I'm next up. Be damned if I let them catch up. It's easy to see that you're fed up. I'm on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fuck you over. Could you let him? Fuck him, girl. I guess you didn't know any better. Girl, that man didn't show any effort. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together. Lately you say he's been killing the vibe. Gotta be sick of this guy. Pull up skirt, get in the ride. Nothing is spearing, the other is gripping your thigh. Light up his spliff and get high. Shawty, you deserve what you've been missing. I'm looking at you, I'm thinking he must be tripping. Play this song and tell him just listen. Don't. Alright. And this is my Father and a Bothered remix. Alright. I don't think I can do it. Alright. I'm done. Alright. Alright, so after this, I'm done, y'all. It says angels love me. See, your angels are very significant. Okay. And it says any pain is working out for my highest good and no longer hurts me. And we were talking about pain earlier. And then we got Boys and Men here again. And it came out like randomly. The results take time, but I would get there. God already has a plan for my highest good. The kingdom of God is in me. And that's a Gartha energy. So next door neighbor is very significant. It says you are ascending master. I am ascending. Okay. So you guys are just getting on the journey. Be patient with yourself for some of you. Mama Mary, Mother Marie, I feel Mary. Be happy as well. Celine energy, make a wish, okay? Your wishes are coming true for some of you guys. Always and forever. You're experiencing nothing but miracles. Jerah, that's the rune. And we were talking about that when Odin came out. Jerah, and I highlight Ra in that, and it could translate as Jehovah Jireh, like that's why it's connected to Jehovah, Jehovah will provide for you. Jehovah will provide. So, like no matter if you feel like you can't provide or someone hasn't been providing, God will provide. Okay. God will provide. Go ahead, don't be shy. All you got to do is try. Try just as he'll provide. All right. Your Taurus man is very significant, and it says, I embrace the flow of life, okay? Flow, Florence Griffin Joyner could be one of your angels as well. Someone could be a track star, athlete, or something like that. Played in the Olympics as well, or training for Olympics, all right? So this is my remix, Father and a Bothered, to Fire and Desire by Rick James and Tina Marie, Aquarius and Pisces energy, all right? I wrote this on August 17, 2024, all right? At 12:01 a.m. So it was just August 17th. So they wanted me to point that out. I don't always point that out. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. They wanted me to. So that's significant. Okay, so it says, wow. Now look at you. I hate that I had to see you again. You're looking pretty bad these days. Life's kicking your ass, huh? Oh, me? Why you worried about it? Well, it ain't none of your motherfucking business, bitch. Just know, life has sure been good to me. You know the way Beyonce and them say, I'm doing so good. I ain't about to have you wishing bad on what I got going on, but my shit is A-okay. I don't take half of the shit I used to take when I was connected with you. I do think back to when we met. How I wish I would have just left your ass right where you was at. But more than that, I think about how you really just wore this mask and these big ass pants. that you will never be able to feel. I mean, you just walked around here like you was the shit. You were so dirty to me. But what you didn't know is that I could be dirtier. That I can just love them and leave them. I mean, shit. That's what you used to do. But I can never just use and abuse them. But I wish I had done it to you, give you pain right before pleasure. Isn't that how you got to feel? With every measure, nigga, have you tasted your teardrops danger? I should have been cold as ice long ago. Bitter, bitter. I shouldn't have been very, very nice, you know. Just mean. I should have ran this match across your lips and set your house on fire. And walk right through those motherfucking ashes. You shouldn't have fucked with me. I could have left you without shit to brush your teeth. Yeah. And never floss again. All right, bye, you guys. I hope this message blessed you and you enjoyed it. Anything you wanted this reading to go true, I hope it goes true for you and for you soon. Thank you, God and God's team, for your messages today. I hope I did you all justice. Please come back and visit me in the future. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that you consider and decided to subscribe. Join this tribe, this kingdom of God we're building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot. But either way it goes, I hope you liked the video as well. May God bless you just for that. If I'm not on here, all right? And OG God and Goddess says, what up? Okay, thank you so much for trusting me again to be your reader. Tuning back in. I appreciate your love and support, okay? Your continued support. What up? You enjoyed this? Has this been helpful? I think I'm going to be back on schedule soon. I don't know, but I used to say like I come on here every single day, but that's been changing up, and and I did all the readings for every sign, and then the last 2 signs they didn't want the reading, and or I was sensing the energy that I shouldn't do the reading, and I did it anyway, and I'm kind of happy that I did, and hopefully it doesn't cause too much trouble. Because I did it when there were opposing forces or energy against it, hopefully it wasn't as bad as someone thought too, because I feel like someone didn't have like opposing force to it. It was just like, I don't think I'm ready, type of energy. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can do it, and then now they ripped the Band-Aid off, and I hope they feel relieved, or, I hope they feel more empowered and want to do more as well, or it wasn't that bad for you, even if you just got to sit there. It just wasn't that bad, okay? But yeah, so I hope for that for you guys. Thank you, God and God's team, again for your messages. The original God and Goddesses in the heavenly realm. Y'all messages today. I hope I did y'all justice for real. Hey. Bring that song back. I love the song, okay? I love it, okay? Is that a good thing? I don't know. I'm about to go, though, okay? Somebody better get it, because she out here looking for... What is it? I don't know. I don't get what y'all trying to say with that, okay? I don't know. I don't understand. Tell me more. Cardi, is that you? Cardi. All right, bye, you guys. Kiss your kids for me. Hug them. I love you guys. You know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you next time, whenever in the future. All right. Bye. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. If I didn't say that. Bye. Kiss me through the phone. I was hearing that.